There we go. All right, this time I didn't forget the microphone. Cool. All right. Okay. Oh no, it was my screen flat. I don't know what I was freaking out over. Anyways, all right, and it's another Saturday stream, one of the last of this year. Matter of fact, if I look at the calendar right now, oh yeah, we got one more Saturday before the end of the year. Matter of fact, next Saturday is my last ever stream of 2025. It's crazy, man. It has been a wild year to say the least, man. Lots of stuff going on. I'm going out to events and everything. I'm networking and stuff, and it's just lots of stuff going on, especially in the news too. But still, how are y'all doing? How was y'all's week, man? How y'all doing, man? And look, we also have my. I'm also dog sitting. We got my sister's dog Chloe here, who's just chilling right now. Chloe, say hi. Oh damn, she's real comfortable too. She's stretched out and everything. All right, I'm not even gonna bother her. Hi. Well, here, let me just pet her a little. There you go. All right, I won't bother you anymore. But yeah, that's Chloe there. She's asleep. Dang man, she's sleeping like one thing I love about dogs. They'll sleep like they dogs will sleep like they worked a 9 to 5 or something. Like Chloe, you did not do even half the stuff I did today at work. I know. I still love you though. But yeah, in case you're wondering, Chloe is a Maltese. But anyways, so yeah, today's stream is more of a, as you saw in the title, it's more of a chill stream. I couldn't think of a game to play this week, and to be honest, I was too. Why is my screen flashing like that too? This monitor's weird as hell, man. But I couldn't think of like any game or theme to roll with for like whatever game is played on stream. And plus, I was too lazy to even hook up my any of my PlayStations really to OBS and the Elgato. So it's just gonna be a stream of me talking. I might play like Devil Survivor on stream too, but still. We'll see how things go. Is that? I hope I saw something flicker on the screen, like in the viewing area where I'm at. I hope nobody can see that too. Otherwise, that's gonna be an issue. I don't know what's happening. I think it might be some incorrect cabling or something. Who knows? But anyways, how has y'all's week been, man? We've got it's been an eventful week in both the news and really for me because one, I got paid, and two, I was running around doing all this last minute Christmas shopping. I still got packages coming here like maybe tomorrow or the next day. Oh no, I got packages coming here on Monday because they stopped. The USPS doesn't even do Saturday. Not Saturday, doesn't even do Sundays. But still, I got lots of packages coming in on Monday though. That's gonna be eventful too. I also have lots of wrapping to do as well. Did some shopping for everyone in my little circle, everyone here in the house. And well, yeah, what are y'all looking forward to on Christmas? What are you guys hoping to get, or if you guys plan on spending time with family, that counts too. But still, what do y'all plan on doing for Christmas? Me, our family, we're just staying at home and everything. We got a few family members coming over. Not like Thanksgiving level of family, but still. Here, I need to get this out of top chat and put it back into the live chat so I can, just in case I missed any messages. Okay, cool. I don't think I did. Okay, cool. Who else did I mean to send? I forgot to send this out to, oh, that's right. I forgot to send this out to my uncle and one of my close friends too. Oh no, I already sent that out. Okay, cool. I sent that to whomever I could, really. I don't know. I think it went to the right people. Cool. Ever played a game that you previously hated that you don't hate as much? Oh, geez, that honor would have to go to. Oh my God, you're making me dig real deep. Oh man. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh man, that is a tough one. I want to say. Oh Lordy Jesus. I do want to say the one game I played that I hated a lot. Well, not a lot. That is a strong turn of phrase, but still, well, not turn of phrase. That is a strong phrase in general. But one game that I disliked when I first played it or laid eyes on it was. Oh my God, it's at the tip of my tongue too. I just had it. I'm not even trying to bait or tease or anything. No, I'm genuinely trying to remember, like, call back the name. Oh yeah, one game that I previously like not disliked, but just didn't feel so hot about would be it would be Double Summoner Soul Hackers, which by the way, I still have the original box. My ex bought it for me for my 17th birthday. Here, let me pull it up for y'all real quick. Hi, Chloe, Chloe. Yeah, one of my exes actually bought this for me for my 17th birthday. This comes with the music CD. I thought it was gonna be as huge as like I thought it was gonna be jam packed as the special edition box for Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. You know, it'd have stickers and everything, but it only comes with a disc that has I don't even know how many songs. Here's the oh, it's in a different box. Cool. But yeah, so Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, what I like it took time for me to it took some time to grow on me. It was mainly because of the battle animations and everything. I had to get used to how like stiff they were. This is a late 90s Sega a CD, not CD, Sega Saturn game after all. I had to get used to that and everything. I also hey yeah, I also was I also had to like write on a piece of notebook paper where I needed to go next. It's one of those old JRPGs from back then where like if you leave the game, if you stop playing the game after even a couple weeks, you'll forget what you were doing, and if you don't have any save file or any previous save files, you're either stuck running around like a crazy person, or you've got to replay the entire game like completely. But I think like it took me a year or two actually. No, it took me almost 2 years to like grow for the game to grow on me. Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. It's a solid game, and the story, at least the story and setting, has aged pretty well too. The late 90s and the early 2000s was that explosion in anime and video games of the cyberpunk genre. Nowadays we've got, I want to say in the late 2010s, the early 2020s, we've got a renaissance, if you will, of cyberpunk fiction. It wasn't just. I don't think it was cyber. I feel like low key Cyberpunk 2077's reveal had something to do with that, because then I'd seen like in my YouTube recommended like months after the reveal of well after the release date reveal, not release date, but after the what was it? Oh my god, this shit is flicker. It's getting on my nerves now. I can't tell if it's an HDMI cable that's loose or something, and I'm scared if I go back there, I'm gonna like mess something up, or you're just gonna get a stream of me like cussing at my monitor or whatever. But anyways, I feel like the explosion of hype for and love for cyberpunk fiction came in after Keanu Reeves' E3 appearance at in 2019 for Cyberpunk 2077, and my recommended months after after that E3 presentation, I started getting more recommendations on my YouTube music for synthwave, lots of more electronic and dubstep with like a cyberpunk style thumbnail, you know, like the purple, like the dark purple and blue haze or whatever. And then I started seeing, and then there were also like more. I'd seen more reviews of Ghost in the Shell pop up on my recommended 1 month after the E3 reveal. But yeah, so a game that I hated but grew on was Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, released 1997 for the Sega CD. I mean, for the Sega Saturn, and then re-released in 2013 for the Nintendo 3DS. Oh no, in 2012, I mean. Def Jam Fight for New York took time to grow on you. That's I get. What game were you coming off of that you were like basing your expectations off of? I'm interested in hearing. Let me see. It's pretty funny to me that they made a big case for such a small cart. It's because at the time the 3DS still had something worth a damn. Well, 3DS games still had something worth a damn, whether it be a promotional pamphlet or whatever. And plus, I feel like the mentality with Nintendo's marketing department with the Nintendo DS as well was. I think the purpose was to make these portable titles not feel like portable titles, but with every box you get, it was to make them feel more like a console experience. But it's jam packed onto onto this tiny little 3DS cart. Matter of fact, where is my 3DS? I dropped it and put it back on my. Oh, there it is. Like, look. I mean, look how many. Oh lordy. Uh-oh. Oh, my eject button. Uh-oh. The little eject thing in my 3DS is failing. Uh-oh, not good. 10 years in the game will do that to you. But it is very insane how they created these, like, giant boxes just for these tiny cartridges. Oh, lordy. Oh, man. I might need to download Persona Q2 if the eject thing is gonna, if the little eject thing is gonna fail like that. Oh, this is fucked. But what did you think of, like, Fight for New York when you first played it, though, Randall? I'm interested in hearing. But yeah, they and not only that, they also put a lot of effort into the back boxes of into the back of the boxes for the DS and 3DS. Like I said, this looks like it's for a full fledged for a full. It looks like it was designed for a full fledged console game. Rut-row. I hope it's still working. Yeah, at this point, I might need to convert all my entire 3DS collection to digital and download all of them through, various means, if you will. I'm not going to give away the names of my alleged links for the sit. Yeah, I know Nintendo won't watch this tiny YouTuber from like the DMV saying, "Oh, there he is. We got the website." But still, I want to cover my bases and everything, and but still, and plus I come from the old internet where like back when ROM sites were huge throughout the 2000s and early 20 and throughout like the early 2010s. I come from like an era where you kind of had to keep that shit on the hush. But and it wasn't until like the mid to late 2010s that Nintendo started cracking down on these websites. Chief among those was Emu Paradise back in 2018. No, Emu Paradise did that. I think that was self-inflicted. I think they got scared of Nintendo coming down on them. Let me see. Big things do come in small packages is true. As a matter of fact, well, as you're going to come to find out 5 days from now. It's crazy that Christmas is almost here, too. Matter of fact, today's the 5th anniversary of Cyberpunk 2077, isn't it? Hold on a second. When did it come out? Hold on. But yeah, for anyone just joining us, I'm not playing anything in particular, or I don't know if I will play anything. It's just me, this is, as you can tell by the title, it's a chill stream. It's just me talking to the camera, and then, like, every now and then again, you'll see my web browser up here. So let me see. Cyberpunk came out, it was 20-something. I think it was the 21st. Cyberpunk. It came out on, oh no, it came out 2 weeks ago, on the 10th of December, my bad. Okay, cool. Awesome. It's crazy to believe that from 2020 was 5 years ago. It feels like yesterday, dog. Like, dude, yeah, I still remember, like, waking up in my dorm at trade school and everything. I had the coolest roommate ever. Lots of people in college campuses have, like, stories of, like, the roommate from hell. I had the coolest roommate for real, man. It's not because he was quiet or kept to himself, but because he was, like, he was chill like that, and we're still friends to this day. We're still friends to this very day. We still text each other. Oh man, yeah. He and I talked about music and everything. We were talking about like we were talking about music, our thoughts on like '90s rap and everything as well. Our favorite, East Coast versus West Coast. Shout out to you, man. I'm not gonna say his name for privacy reasons. The main reason why I didn't like it very much was because I was playing the game on. Oh, that's why. I didn't know Def Jam that well. You got Mollywop too. I think I told this story before on stream about how it was either my dad or someone left. It was NBA 2004. But what happened was I went to go play a quick game of NBA 2004, NBA Live to be more in particular. What happened was I think someone left the difficulty on Pro or All Star mode, or I forgot what the max difficulty is in NBA games. It was on Pro or All Star, so I start up a game going up against the Jersey Nets, and I get body slammed by them, dude. Like I get Tyson uppercutted by them. I forgot what they were leading in, but it was bad. And because of that game alone, it cemented my hatred for the at the time Jersey Nets. And nowadays, I'm cool with the Brooklyn Nets, as you've seen me wear their hats before. So if it's a case of something like that happening, then I don't blame you, man. Mm-mm. Chloe. Oh, damn. Chloe's asleep. Hi. Here. Hi, Chloe. Chloe. Here, I'm not going to pick you up for the camera and everything. That'd be rude. Because then you got to, like, readjust yourself back to, like, man, this motherfucker ruined my beauty sleep. You want belly rubs? Look, she always wants belly rubs. I'm telling you. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Chloe. Alright, where's my hand sanitizer? Shit. I done lost the damn. That's how I know I need to clean up this desk, dog. I done lost the hand sanitizer. Here, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, just talk amongst yourselves and watch over Chloe for me, alright? Chloe. Came to the party for the photos. Hey, that's that future joint right there. All right, let me see. Was Chloe good? Did she do anything? All right. The main. Oh no, I already read that. It's not until I got better at the game that I liked it a bit more. Hell, the game lets you mess around with various fighting styles with characters you can make up. That's right. That's right. Henry fucking Rollins from Black Flag is your personal trainer. Isn't that wild? And like going off the interviews and stuff that Henry Rollins does. So for anyone that's not seen him in an interview, Henry has like this like has I don't want to say serious attitude or anything, but like if you're someone interviewing Henry Rollins, you need to come correct. You need to have a question and answer for everything he whenever you talk to him. He's very, like I said, he's one of those stars that's very tough to interview. So the fact that someone like him would take a gig in something like a video game, especially for something like Def Jam Fight for New York, that's such a surprise, dude. Oh man, but I'm all for it. Here, we move my little joint too. Oh man, but yeah, the desk is an absolute nightmare too. I want to try to clean it up before the New Year's and everything. You know, give myself some good luck. Yeah, what is this screen flashing shit, dude? Like, it has been doing this, like, for the past, what, 20 minutes? Here, let me shut off my monitor real quick. Come on. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't do that flickering anymore. If not, then I might need to unplug the HDMI or whatever, and then go from there. As for games I originally liked but don't like as much, that game would be Halo Reach. I thought the game was good, but not great originally, but now I think the game is like Crash Twinsanity. It's okay. Those are my same feelings on BioShock Infinite. So I got BioShock Infinite like way back when I was in middle school, and like when I like it, just everything leading up to it was I was just so hyped for it. One, it was going to be a follow up to BioShock 2, which was I don't care what anyone says, BioShock 2 is and always will be amazing. All right. But so I saw all the trailers and everything. I was watching it on G4. Yes, I know. I was watching G4 in the big year of 2012 and 2013. Fight me, all right? But anyways, I was watching it on G4. I was reading I was reading the articles. I was rewatching the trailers as well. Like I was hyped for it. Then I go and get the game after saving some allowance money, and I'm absolutely in love with this game. And then years later, I play it as like I play it in my late teens, early adulthood. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I saw in this game and everything, but well, not what I saw, but I don't know why I thought this was like the greatest thing since Jesus Christ or whatever. But this game is not as good as I made it out to be. Oh man, it's not bad, but like, the story could use a hell of a lot of work and everything. It's a it's a lot going on. One of my favorite memories from BioShock Infinite doesn't even have to do with the game itself, but it has to do with one Irish YouTuber. His name is Matthew Matosis, aka one of my inspirations, aka who also thanks to him you have him to blame for the retrospective series on this channel. Anyways, when he made the BioShock Infinite review, not too long after it dropped, and what happened was. At one point, he's talking about the inconsistency with the setting and everything. The game takes place in the early 1910s, and he's talking about the shocking lack of racism or whatever. Like, more so implied racism as opposed to direct racism. And then, out of nowhere, like, this catches Teenage Me off guard. He drops, like, the straight N-word, like, ER and everything. It's not like he was using it like PewDiePie or whatever, or it's not like he was trying to be edgy like iDubbbz. No, he was just using it saying, oh, I never heard the N-word, he says the actual word. He says, "I never, not once did I hear N-word uttered once when the overseers were talking about the black people or whatever," and like it threw me for a loop. I'm like, yo, like it's one of those moments. He's out of line, but he's right. Like, you know, y'all seen that Stephen A. Smith meme? Yeah, all right, let's be nice. You're not wrong, but you didn't need to say it. Like. That's how I felt when I first saw that shit. What's going on, Cedric? I see you, dog. I see you, man. What's happening, man? How you doing? Like Matosis, like, you know, he's not wrong, but, like, could have worded it differently, dog. Like, YouTube, 2013 YouTube was different, man. Like, he said that shit, dog, he said that shit so casually. That's, like, I even had to, like, I even rewound just to make sure I heard him say that right. But yeah, other than that, though, it was a good, it was a good review. All of Matthew's reviews are good. But holy shit, that's like one of my favorite memories of Bioshock Infinite. All right, let me put this back real quick. Chloe. Chloe. So you're just gonna sleep in my room rent free? Is that what I'm about to start charging you, Chloe? Mm-hmm. I'm about to start charging you. Look at her. Look. Laid up. Look, laid up all up on my bed. Mm-hmm. Chloe. Mm-hmm. All right, here. All right. Let me see. Matthew Matosis, however you spell his name. You're playing New Vegas right now. All right, that's a classic. I should do a New Vegas stream. I should do a New Vegas cosplay stream, but like with how hot my room gets, I don't think I could wear like the armor that the NCR Ranger on the cover of the game could. I don't think I could wear that in this room. I watched the same video. Funny enough, to be honest, I feel you. If you're talking about Matosis's use of the N word, then yes, you'd be. Woo! I'm like, wait a minute. He said what? This motherfucker said what? I that was the craziest double take I'd ever taken as a teenager. He actually said it, and again, it's not like he meant anything by it either. He wasn't trying to be edgy. Let me see. Hold on. You said. This is why I replay games to see if I have a different opinion on something. There's lots of games I need to replay from my adolescence that I need to, I don't know. I'm replaying a run of mine with a mod I play tested. It's been great. What are you playing? Oh, you're playing New Vegas. My bad. I was reading someone else's. I got you and Raindolph's profile pictures mixed up. But again, yeah, like I said, this is just a more chill stream effort. Although if we are gonna have a chill stream, though, I should have like some background music, just like at a lower level. We can barely hear it, but still. Oh man. Let me see. Let me get into my notes too, because it's been my notes are full right now. Whew, man, oh man, we have a lot to get into, or as Chris Hansen once said, we have a lot to talk about. Oh, man. Shout out to Chris Hansen, man. Oh, lordy. I don't even know what order I want to get into this. What's a video game that you disliked back then and even years later go, nope, still garbage. Lord Jesus, one game that I greatly dislike. Oh, my God. One game that I greatly dislike then and now. God, y'all are asking the serious questions right here. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. What game? A game that I didn't like then and now, it would have to be... Oh, jeez. I done played so many damn games, I can't even think of one off the top of my head. I'm sorry for, like, lowballing y'all with these questions about, like, favorite games and different, favorite and least favorite games and all. Oh, lordy. That Dishonor would have to go to... Then again, I don't really have that many bad... I think it's because I don't have that many games, bad games or games that I dislike in my library. I think that's why. Then again, I'm not the type to just play anything, too. I'm still scanning my library. God damn. Alright, hold on, Chloe. Hold on, Chloe, before you start that barking. Hold on. Alright, my sister had shown up. She... Oh, man. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I can think of a game that I disliked then and dislike now. And that Dishonor goes to Watch Dogs 1. So, let me give you all a little backstory, alright? So, back in, like, 2013 and 14, I saw all the trailers and everything for Watch Dogs, and everyone was hyped, alright? Like, yo, it's like Grand Theft Auto, but you get to control your, you get to, like, mess with shit on your phone, which, to its credit, it is. But Watch Dogs 1 in particular, oh my god, I was hyped for this game. We're gonna be in an open world Chicago. We get to mess around with shit on our phone. We get to fuck with gang members and everything. We get to fuck with the police, evil corporations, mercenaries. Sign me up, dog. And plus, on top of that, I'm a big fan of cyberpunk fiction as well. So yeah, even though Watch Dogs isn't necessarily cyberpunk, but fuck it. Why not? So you know what I did? If y'all want to know how hyped I was, so in our so what happened was that there was a yard sale coming up, and I decided, hey, I got an idea. Let's go and sell the games I'm not playing, the shit that I'm not wearing, and like this, that, and the third. Any miscellaneous items. Let me sell those games. I mean, let me sell all that shit, and then build up enough to where I can just buy Watch Dogs 1. So the yard sale happens. I think I made well over I think I made $80 in total, but I used the $60 to buy Watch Dogs 1. After the hours long install, mind you, you got to remember I'm playing on the fat ass PS3. After the hours long install, the game is finally there, and then I get into the open world. The game is sandy cheeks. Like, it is just, oh my god, it is bad, man. And then years later, I did a live stream series that you can still watch to this day, 7 years later, of me playing Watch Dogs 1. Hold up. Here, let me check the stream chat. I seen quite a few messages fly through. Let me see. As a black person, I was shocked, but not necessarily offended. See, I'm the same way. I wasn't offended. I was more so shocked because there was no build up to it or anything. There was no warning. Like, he just straight up, like, Matthew Matosis just straight up said the N-word, trying to demonstrate his point. Again, I'm not mad at him for it, and he made a good point about how in BioShock Infinite, like, there is, like, the tone, they're trying to give a reflection of the, at the time, racism, but they did nothing with it, which, in my opinion, that's way more offensive than, like, just having racist content in anything. Like, just not doing anything with said racism if you're going to portray it in media. Let me see. Funny enough, I don't think there's a game I like that, a game like that for me. For me, it's more a game I used to like, but the hype dropped for me when I replayed. That's Saints Row 4. That's an interesting answer. I'm talking about the original, hold on. The Crash Bandicoot 1. And the 2017 remake. I remember those. What's my favorite unpopular video game opinion? A game that was generally shitted on, but you still like for a reason. That is BioShock 2. So a lot of people, understandably so, had a lot of hype for BioShock 2 back in 2009, 2010. I was not there. I was not like there in the moments. I did see like TV commercials of BioShock 2, like back when my dad and I would be watching like ESPN. We'd be watching the Wizards play, and then BioShock 2 would show up. Like, I'm like, damn, this looks interesting, and then forget about it. Wouldn't be until like 2012 or whatever that I'm like, yo, BioShock 2 actually fucking rocks. And then I read all the discourse about it on gaming forums, on game reviews and everything, in comment sections of game reviews. People hated this fucking game. Then when I get my hands on it, oh my god, that was a crazy ass voice crack. When I get my hands on it, then I'm like, yo, what the fuck are people talking about? You get to play as a big daddy. You've got a wider arsenal of weapons and everything. You get to use both a gun and your plasmids. Like, why the fuck do people hate this? And then you get into the story and the lore too, which is also interesting. Because the story of BioShock 2 goes into the Rapture Civil War, and like what happened as a result of it and everything, and how the then president-elect of not president-elect, but the then like candidate for president of Rapture, who was Elizabeth Lamb, I think that was her name, and Andrew Ryan, they were having debates going back and forth and everything. I think Lamb was winning that election. Like, you get to see the background of the election and all the riots that happened within Rapture. I don't know why people hated BioShock 2. That's just crazy. My unpopular opinion for gaming is that The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was never good. Oh man, you about to lose your life on that one. Motherfuckers about to send the damn cartel after you for that one. My favorite Zelda game will always be it's been almost oh Jesus, it's been like 18 years since I last played it. My favorite Zelda game of all time would have to go to, oh my god, it would have to go to Majora's Mask. Love that game. Love it so much, man. Ironically, funny enough, you've never heard me once use Majora's Mask soundtrack in any of my retrospectives, and that's because I think a lot of Legend of Zelda OST is overused in a lot of these retrospectives, or even like just even videos by people who don't even play games. Like, I think it's overused and everything. That's why you've never heard any Zelda soundtrack within my retrospectives. As much as I love as much as I love Majora's Mask. Got a text message. Oh, it's Delgado. All right. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Let's get him up in here. All right, my bad, you all. Oh, geez, I forgot my little tire pump was there. Let me see. My unpopular opinion is that the least popular opinion. Fallout 3 is still a good game, even if New Vegas has a better story. Listen, again, I'm biased, okay? Fallout 3 is my favorite Fallout game because it takes place in my hometown. It's got all the correct names of the locales and everything. It's got the names of the subway stations and all that. You got the damn U Street station. You got the Friendship Heights. Oh, no, I don't think the... Wait, which Red Line stations are in Fallout 3? I forget. Because I know for damn sure Friendship Heights is not in there. I know Friendship Heights, the neighborhood, is in the game, but I don't think the Friendship Heights stop is in there. But still, a lot of the subway stops that I used to go on when I used to go on and everything back when I lived in that high rise with my dad. Oh my god, I remember freaking out, going, oh my god, that's so and so station, or that's Kalorama Heights or whatever. That's like this, that, and the third. It's also funny that they don't even put like every game that or like any media that taking place in DC never has Southeast in there, which is wild. There's so many locales in Southeast you can put in there. You can put in that. Matter of fact, the Anacostia River I think is in Fallout 3. I think Anacostia, the neighborhood, is also in the game, but don't quote me on that. I played Sonic 06. I got it as a Christmas gift. I think Sonic 06 is more okay-ish than it is bad. It's just, people had a understandable level of hype. My throat is dying already. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Here. There we go. People were understandably frustrated and angry because, Sega, because one, it's coming right off the back of Shadow the Hedgehog, which, looking back, was not that bad a game. But it's coming off the back of the negative reception of Shadow the Hedgehog, not even a year after it released, too. And then Sonic 06 drops, and then all of the criticism that Shadow the Hedgehog got was tripled with Sonic 06. I made this analogy before in one of my Sonic 06 streams. I like to say that Sonic 06 is like the Hurricane Katrina of Sonic, in that the franchise was never the same again after that game released. And Sega, just like the city of New Orleans, spent a lot of time recuperating and recovering. And nowadays, in this year, Sonic and the city of New Orleans are back and better than ever. I don't know. It's a weird analogy, but it's like the best analogy I can come up with for Sonic 06, or the Sonic series in general. Oh lordy, I'm congested too. I don't know if I got a cold coming or whatever. It's been on again and off again. Like my nasal passage, it's just getting congested. The left side at least. I like 3 in New Vegas, and I want to play Fallout 4 when I can get a good PC to play it. Not particularly interested in the show right now. Oh yeah, that's right. I have the new season saved in my Plex server. I need to go watch that. Maybe tomorrow, like on Sunday. Yeah, like when I'm waiting for my clothes to dry, I'm gonna watch like the new episode and everything. I got a hell of a lot of laundry I need to do tomorrow, and someone right now is hogging the washing machine. Whenever I play Mario Kart, I hate the damn Rainbow Road because I can never stop. Listen, same here, dog. Listen, Rainbow Road, I will say this. Rainbow Road is like the final destination of Mario Kart. That is where all disputes are settled. It is like all or nothing, alright? But I'm clumsy as hell. I cannot stop falling off of Rainbow Road. Here, let me move my shit. Chloe? Oh, no, I thought that was Chloe. It was just like, I got spooked by my own silhouette or shadow or whatever. Oh man, Rainbow Road. I still have my Wii. I still have Mario Kart. Which, by the way, for the family Christmas party or for the family New Year's party, I gotta go, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the OGs back together. My siblings and I. I'm gonna get them back together so that we can face off in Mario Kart Wii. Man, we have not played together in like oh Jesus, in like 12 years, man. We have not played that game together in a minute. Yeah, so I got it. And for our Christmas or New Year's party, I also need to go and get my Switch back. I need to get my Nintendo Switch back up and running so that me and the siblings can play Super Smash Ultimate together on the family TV downstairs. I do have, as a matter of fact, I have the Joy-Con, so that makes two controllers, and I have a third controller, which is the, this Switch controller that looks like like, it's not the classic controller, but it looks like an actual controller. I bought it from GameStop, like, 4 years ago. You know that's one, what's the one item that, oh yeah, you're talking about the blue shell. Listen, I am not a commuter. I don't drive, I don't have a driver's license. But whenever I'm a passenger in either Hampton Roads, Virginia, or in the DC area, anywhere in the DC area. Oh my god, nothing makes me want to fire off a blue shell than the traffic in both the DMV and the 757. Lord have mercies, you would save a lot of money and time if you fired off a blue shell on those bridges, dog. Well, on the bridges and tunnels into the 757. Oh man, that is the one Mario Kart item I wish I could legally own. Of course, I want it to be non-lethal, but I wish like it would like, oh man, I wish in a way it would like be able to shut down one lane so that my like whoever's driving me just like zoom right past him, man. Johnny Gat. Oh, you said Johnny Gay. The type. That's a wild typo. Johnny Gat's more of a badass than the Doom guy. Oh man, I feel like people hype up the Doom guy mainly because of just like, you know, the more heavy metal aspect than just him being a character aspect. I don't know. I think that's why people hype up Doom guy. Oh my god, I need to get some Tylenol. Well, not Tylenol. Something, man. My left nostril has been fucked up all day. But listen, if you said that on a Doom Discord, in the general channel on the Doom Discord, you would get nuked, dog. Like they would find, like, yo, man, listen, man, Doom fans, they will ride and die for Doom guy. All right, no, you think Doom guy showed up to their graduation? That's how much they dick ride this man. Did Doom guy shoot Satan? I have not beaten Doom Eternal, so I wouldn't know. If you think, you know, even though I left the church a long time ago, I still stand by my opinion that Doom is the most Christian game ever. All right. Now, of course, you can't play it in a church, especially in front of the old folks and everything. But I still stand by, in my opinion, Doom is the most Christian game ever. And I say this as an atheist, but still. All right. Let me see. Oh, that's right. And I did check my. Yeah, I did remember my notes. I have something to show you guys real quick. Hold on. All right, so I got my Mac logged on. All right, y'all ready for this? All right, so boom. As you guys know, I recently got a new 2015 MacBook. I mean MacBook Pro. This screen is 15. Now this is the 15-inch model, and now the thing is though, I didn't know this until I decided to try to test out my PS2 emulator. I thought I was just gonna get like the occasional stutter, like you always do when you run a PS2 emulator on like a mid-range graphics card. Dog, this computer is powerful. 10 years later, the graphics chip within this MacBook is bloody powerful compared to my 13-inch MacBook Pro. Like the graphics card is wild in there. Like, dog, if you want to know how, like, the difference between these two is night and day. Dog, I ran my 3DS emulator on here. Okay, so I ran my 3DS emulator on here, and it worked, but every now and again it would stutter. And then the PS2 emulator was a massive failure. But then I ran all the emulators I could on this very MacBook. It is wild. Johnny Gat shot Satan square in the face, mine. Of course, Gat shot Satan. He seems like the type to do that too. Oh man. Here, to give you guys an idea of how powerful this graphics chip is. Let me read it off for you guys. Hold on. Let me go to the about this Mac. Hold on. There we go. I found it. All right, so and you're an atheist. Yes, I have been since since I was 13 since 2012. But still, I have nothing but respect for religions all across the board, though. You know, as long as you believe in what you believe in and you don't force it on anybody, and you're just a good person, then hey, fuck it, man. Worship who you like, worship how you like. As long as it's healthy, as long as it's not hurting other people. All right, so let me see. The graphics chip that this thing is using, it's using an AMD Radeon R9 M370X with 2 GB. That shit is wild. Let me read it all for you guys again. AMD Radeon R9 M370X 2 GB for a 2015 MacBook Pro. Now, obviously, these computers were designed for this model in particular was designed for people running Photoshop, running Final Cut Pro in case they need to do it like when they're out and about. And I want to imagine that this thing was was astronomically expensive too even back in the day. Nowadays, new Mac computers are like insanely expensive. Since I was a teenager, yeah, since I was like 13 years old, I left the church in like 2012. Oh my god. And in case you're wondering about the processor, so the processor is running a 2.5 gigahertz quad core Intel Core i7. So this thing is bitching, dude. Like for real. 10 years later in the game, this thing is bitching. But anyways, I'm not here to flex on me this thing. Or I'm not here to flex this thing's graphics capability or the processor. There's something very special I want to show you all. So here, let me turn on the TV real quick. Hold on. I think you all know where this is going. Hold on. There we go. All right, here. Let me turn on Bluetooth. Okay, hit connect device. There we go. Cool. All right. But yeah, I've been one since I was a teenager, and like it caught me and listen, I won't listen. It caught me. I caught a lot of heat for that. Still do to this day. But still, man, like I said, I respect other people's beliefs, especially within this home and just in general. Like I said, I've got so many friends that are true to life Christians, but they're still some of the best people I know. All right, so we want to go to I think it's this one right here, this HDMI hookup. All right, here. Uh-oh. There we go. Got it. All right, I hope this works. Hold on a second. Hold on. Whoops. This will make for an excellent backdrop, though. All right, just bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get the set up. You do you, just being yourself. Like I said, I respect other belief systems, and they respect me back. It's a give and take relationship, dog. Here, where's the? Oh, that's right. You need to go to display, and then go cast to the Apple TV. There we go. Oh man, there we go. All right, so the Apple TV is on now. I'm never one to begrudge anyone who's an atheist. Everybody has their own beliefs. Yeah, like I said, a lot of some of my best friends, they are like I said, they're true to life Christians. But even those true to life Christian friends, they are at full blown allies of the LGBT community. And like I don't know, they're like despite them like being Christian, and going to church, being the type to go to church every Wednesday and Sunday, they are like they are like some of the most diehard left wingers I know. Isn't that crazy? All right. So, anyways, all right. So it's connected to the Apple TV. All right. So let's see if I can pull this off without a hitch. All right. So all right, y'all. Here, I need to move my chair back. All right. Matter of fact, I can take the laptop with me. All right. So here's what I want to demonstrate. Okay. Hold on. Let's da 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 da. I think y'all know where this is going. Okay. A question I mostly have for an atheist is if you don't believe, when people, where do you think people will go when you die? I believe that there's probably just black, like nothing. And again, this is not me shitting on anybody's belief. This is just what I believe. And I believe there's just black and there's nothing. And just that idea alone makes life, in my opinion, all the more worth living. Just that there's nothing on the other side and everything. So, Still, that's why I'm like very very careful when I'm doing like strenuous tasks. Like say I'm on my e-bike, I obey every traffic law I can and everything. Or say when I'm like moving stuff around, I try to make sure I'm not going to bang my head or anything, or like fall from a great distance, or stuff like that. It's the small stuff. And I don't know. Love the back shirt. Oh yeah, this is my. Oh yeah. So this, before I continue the demonstration. So in case anybody's wondering about the shirt, this shirt is from a store this is from a store near my hometown. So when I was living in my dad's apartment building, I would take the Red Line train all the way from I would take the Red Line train all the way from Friendship Heights down like 30 minutes to Silver Spring, Maryland, and there was this record store called the Record Exchange. They didn't just sell CDs and vinyls, they sold old school video games. I got my copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 there. I bought a copy of, what else did I buy there? I bought a lot of stuff. I think I bought American Wasteland from there as well. I bought Catherine from there as well. They took good care of me. I also bought, like, Nas's second album from there on CD. um... Yo, Knock, were you able to get in those comics? What'd you think? Oh my god, I've been so fucking busy this week. Oh my god, I forgot to get them. I am so sorry. I'm gonna check them out here. I'm gonna write on a sticky pad. Here, where are my sticky notes? I done lost the damn sticky notes. Oh, I need to clean up this desk, dog. Here, is there a piece of... Here. Here, I'll just use... Here, I got you. And I got a pen here. I done lost my damn stickies, dog. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna leave it on my bedside too. Here it is. There we go. Read the comics. Here we go. There we go. So when I wake up, I'm like, oh shit. All right, but anyways, the Record Exchange was a music store in Silver Spring, Maryland, and it's also in Frederick, Maryland as well. Sadly, last year the Record Exchange had to close its doors. And it's honestly saddening to see stuff like that happen because a lot of really good people worked there. There was this black lady who she knew what the fuck she was talking about, man. She knew what the fuck she was talking about, from games to even dog. This lady was into black metal. She's like this. If I was born a woman, I would have looked and talked like that woman. Obviously, I can't show a picture of her, but if I was a woman, that would have been me. But she knew what the fuck she was talking about. Oh my god, she was friendly and everything, man. I hate that the Record Exchange had to shut down. And Frederick doesn't even have, if I remember correctly, Frederick doesn't even have its own metro line either. So if you need to go to the Record Exchange that bad, but you live in but if you live in an area with the subway stops, you have to drive or get someone to drive you or take an Uber. But yeah, shout out to the Record Exchange, man. I bought this shirt 7 years ago. But yeah, and then the back of the shirt, look at that. These are the phone numbers. Obviously, the Silver Spring number doesn't work anymore. They shut down. But the number for Frederick works as well. Here, feel free to screenshot this too if you live in America or if you live in North America or whatever. But yeah, the Record Exchange in Maryland. Anyways, let's get this going. I gotta show you all something, man. All right, let's do it this way. Here, let me turn down the volume. I know it's gonna be loud as fuck too. Oh, hold on. Look at this. Y'all see that? Here, hold on. Oh, not that. What the fuck? Hold up. There we go. Look at that, y'all. What? Why is it hitting HBO Max? What the fuck? That's the second time that happened. Way to kill a surprise, HBO. There it is. So look, I got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas running on my computer, but if I wanted to, say I'm lying in bed, I could beam it to this very screen right here. Look at that. Here, let me play the game. Here, hold on. Let me go with one of my states, man. This is wild, dog. Epic fail. Let me see. Okay. Alright, so look. Alright, so boom. Look at this, man. I got the game. It's running. And look at that. It runs smoothly. All, like without dropping any frames. Watch this. Oh, yo, when I get in a car or something, like, let's take Sweet's ride for right here. Oh, man. There we go, radio. Well, if I don't want to get a copyright claim, look at how smoothly this shit is. Like, isn't that shit crazy? Again, this is running off the MacBook, too. And the MacBook's running this shit like it's nothing. That, yo, that AMD graphics chip or whatever. Oh, Symbolis. Oh, lordy. And they didn't shout out the tire, too. Hey, where they at? How you gonna shoot me and then run away? Oh, man. I told you, this shit is smooth. So here, let's get another car real quick. Hold on. There we go. And look, it's running smoothly. Isn't that shit crazy? Oh, I flipped up. I done messed up. Hold on. Like, this shit is crazy. Alright, cool. Alright, that's all I wanted to show you. I just needed to show... I just discovered this like 2 nights ago, and then I showed it to my boss, and he was like, yo, that shit's dope, man. Alright, anyways, let me get back to the... Let me jump... Well, here, let me exit this real quick. And then, yeah, quit the emulation. And then quit casting to my Apple TV. There we go. Cool. Well, yeah, that's my... Wow. Well, here it is. Yep. And then that's my screen for Apple TV. Okay. Well, yeah, that's dope. Here, where's my actual remote? Here it is. That was pretty smooth. Thank you. I got y'all. Here, let me hit y'all real quick. Let me see. Saints Row 2 helps me answer my question. If I was a woman, what would I wear? I think Saints Row the Third helped me better answer that because I'm not gonna lie to you. The women, maybe it's just me. The women's options in Saints Row 2 I don't know. I didn't like a lot of what they had on offer. And then when you get to Saints Row the Third, a lot of the women's options are an improvement, in my opinion. Nice. Thank you, Azaz. And Epic Fail. I don't know why. This is one thing so another rant, alright? This is one thing I hate about these new, about these Roku TVs. So if you're like me, you'll be laying in your bed or on the couch, watching Netflix or whatever, and then when you go to sit yourself up, you accidentally smush the remote, and then it thinks you want to go onto HBO Max or whatever. And, the thing is that that is just terrible coding. Because they didn't code in a failsafe to say, hey, are you sure you want to use HBO Max? No, it jumps right into it. You've got no choice in the matter. If I was a woman, I'd try to get Suits, just like I want one right now. Payday and Yakuza made me fall in love with Suits. Yeah, Yakuza also made me fall in love with Suits. Mainly Yakuza 0 because of Kiryu's suit. Have you seen Sentry News? Oh, you're talking to him about the sentries and everything in the links. Alright, okay, cool. Oh, you're trying to link him a comic. Alright, bet. But yeah, that's my PlayStation 2 emulator. But this is good because now I can just play it on my TV screen, without having to, I don't know, just getting out of bed and everything. Of course, that's not a replacement for... I'm always going to use my PlayStation 2 and everything, but still. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm just so ecstatic I got that working, too. I got it... And then on top of that, I got it connected to my Apple TV as well. That shit's dope. Oh, God. Oh, man. But yeah, that's my little emulation setup. I've also realized that I can do this for family gatherings, too. Matter of fact, wait. Hold on a second. Wait, how many controllers do I have? One, two... Where's the other purple controller? It's on the... Oh, wait, there. I got 1, 2, 3... Wait, I had a 4th controller. 1, 2, 3... Oh, yeah, and the red controller right here. Yeah. So, wait, I got 4 controllers. Y'all know what that means, right? I can do multi-tap. Anybody, any family member that's watching this or happens to come across this, y'all do not want these hands, all right? SmackDown versus Raw 2006 or 2007, man. See me. Oh, SmackDown versus Raw 06 or 07. Your choice, man. My Saint Ro the Third boss looks awesome in suits. I think I got a screenshot of what I used for her here. We'll send on the server if I find it. I've always dressed my boss in more goth style attire. I don't know. Again, I've been doing this whole goth thing for the better part of 14 years now. I don't know. And again, even under the scrutiny of my parents, saying, "Oh, it's satanic" or whatever, I still I was still 10 toes down with the goth and alternatives fashion and everything. I wasn't gonna change because my parents, let alone anybody, said that. And nowadays when my parents do see that, they're all for it. They love it. I don't know if it's because goth caught up in the mainstream in the past ever since the whole big titty goth girlfriend meme or whatever caught on. Everyone wants a goth girlfriend, and oh my god, I also came to despise that meme. Well, not despise it, but not that meme, but people in particular that I want to say have a fetish for goth girls. They just don't happen to be attracted to them because oh, you sent it in the. All right, I'll open it up. I'll open up on stream too, but I hate that goth women have just been fetishized to the point. Dog, it's gotten to the point now where goth clubs have started requiring that you're either a member or you show up in formal attire because of motherfuckers like that. Oh, it's fucked, man. And this is coming from someone who dated a goth in the past too, mind you. Then again, we only fell in love with each other because we were into each other's interests and everything, and it just clicked. But still, we just happened to know each other. Anyways, let me pull it up on stream real quick. Here, let me get Brave on. And what is your user? Well, I'll know it when I see it. Here, I'm gonna wait to open it up. Open up the browser on the stream real quick because I don't want anything private coming out or anything. All right. Da 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 da. It is. One of my friends said that he had my last stream on in the background listening to the Jeff Kiwi roasting. We love you, Delgado. Oh, it never changed, dog. Alright, anyways, what picture, where is this at? There you are. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Alright, there's nothing private being shown right now, so I can, let me open it up on stream. I forgot how to use OBS for a sec. Oh, there it is, the browser capture. There we go. Awesome. Alright. Alright, fuck off. Alright, we'll see what you got, Cedric. Cedric the Entertainer. Alright, let me see. Can you zoom in? Are those... Hold on, are those... what are they called? I forgot the name of that piercing. It's you put it on your lips on both sides. Were they called? I forgot. But still, I like what we got going on here. Okay, we got formal boss. All right, and they even got the shoelaces too. Okay. All right, I see female boss. And then you got her dripped out in the purple and the okay. Then she's got the little slacks and everything, the little corporate slacks. You got the belt. Okay, all right, I see you, femme boss. All right, all right, bet. Oh yeah, that's right. JoJo Part 7 is being animated and it's coming out in March. I cannot wait to see that, dog. Oh man, I cannot wait to see that. Everyone here is talking about it, which by the way, if you want to link to my Discord, if you want to come to my Discord, link is in the description below. All right. Anyways, what was I? Oh yeah, here. Cool. Even in Saints Row 2, I use suits. I like the refined look. Makes you look stylish, but also tough, too. And not gonna lie, women look just as good as men on suits. What was that one Ludacris... Oh, I'm talking, while I have the thing on. There was this one Ludacris lyric. What was it called? You got it all wrong, like women in tuxedos are coming up shorter than 5 Danny DeVitos. Oh my god, early Ludacris had made me bust out laughing, dog. Oh man. Uh, change the look a little bit later. Mostly the same thing, and then you got tattoos. All right, I see you. Let me see. I'm looking at the stream chat. Did I miss anything? No. I've been thinking about that HBO Max popping up on my screen. If Netflix bought I said Windows. Oh my god. If Netflix bought Warner Brothers, what do you think they'll do? Do you think they'll merge their service with Netflix? I do not know. I think it's more of a library thing because for them to merge, it would be probably $1 trillion at the very least. Then again, I'm not a money person. I don't even. Matter of fact, the last money expert I talked to, we stopped talking a long time ago after we graduated from high school, so I can't even consult him. Damn. He was the first person I went to when Bitcoin blew up back in 2017 too. I remember my dad was in on that Bitcoin shit too. Yo, Dad, if you watching, man, if you'd invested in Dad, if you had invested $1 in Bitcoin back in 2008, like during the financial crash, dog, we would have been living, Dad, we would have been living it up on the Upper West Side in New York. Yo, we would have been living it up on Upper West Side, up in Chelsea, Greenwich Village. If you'd invested $1 back in 2008, man, if only we knew about it. If only we knew. Oh man, love you, Dad. If you're watching, man, love you. Let me see. I won't show my SR2 boss because I tried to recreate the third one and it looks like shit. Wish they would do a Kiwami of Saints Row 2 so they could recreate my boss. And in it, Saints Row 2 in the Unreal. What are we on, 5 now or 6? Saints Row 2 in the Unreal 5 engine. I can kind of see it, especially with all the destruction physics too. Saints Row 2 was had a lot of destruction. I need to move my NAS real quick. There we go. The holes are getting covered up. Saints Row 2 had a lot of destruction physics, surprising amount, as a matter of fact. So seeing it now in Unreal 5, I'd love to see it if someone remade it. And have Laura Bailey. Yeah, Laura Bailey is like an A1 voice actress. She is like, when it comes to anime and video game voice acting, I think she and what's the chick's name from Horizon Zero Dawn? She and Ashley Birch are like gaming's like in terms of game and voice acting, they are the industry's it girl. Like they are the go-to. And the male equivalent of that would be Troy Baker. He's the industry's it boy. They'll probably keep their service a bit longer before they merge it with their own service. Who knows? Yeah, you're right. Lord only knows what next year's going to bring when it comes to this, the streaming wars, as I like to call it. Where like companies are like trading content with each other. You're taking stuff off their services and everything. That's what I like to call it, the streaming wars. I'm telling you, dog. Back then we had it good. All you needed back in like the early 2010s was just Hulu and Netflix. That is all you needed. If you had both, you were set for life. If you went to that one homie's house who had both, man, y'all was set for the weekend. Like if y'all was sleeping over, man. Like, dog, if y'all these youngins don't know, man. Mm-mm-mm. And then like a third service came out too. Persona 4 was the time I heard Laura Bailey's voice. That she can go from someone like Risei to characters like Abby is proof that she's got incredible range. I remember hearing her voice when I watched Full Metal Alchemist on Adult Swim as a kid. I was like, oh my god, I would let this woman kill me. Yes, I was simping over lust as a kid. I know. Fight me. Excuse me. Here, let me close up the laptop. There we go. Let me see. I heard Laura's voice for the first time in Skyrim, of all things, huh? Was she voicing like a companion? Who? I'd love to know. I laughed a bit when I heard her voice. You know what? 3 years ago when I was replaying Fallout New Vegas, I busted out laughing when I heard Liam O'Brien, aka Akihiko, when I shot up his dead brother's grave. He was like, "What the hell are you doing? That's my brother's grave!" Akihiko was about to shoot me over that. As a matter of fact, I loaded up a quick save, shot him up, and then reloaded it. Worth it. I remember those days. We had Hulu and Netflix while in college. Good times. I was privileged enough like this was like years after the divorce, well into my adolescence. I was privileged enough for both parents to have actually this was until my mom moved and then they both had it. But I was privileged enough for my dad to have Netflix back when he was living in that high rise. Not Netflix. No, this was in that mid rise building he lived in like back when I was in middle school. My bad. But I was blessed and privileged enough for him to have both Hulu and Netflix at the same time. My mom, she did not have Netflix at the time. So when I came home, so here's how it would work. My parents were divorced when by the time they were like, God knows how many years into the divorce. So it would be so my mom had like the main custody for me. I would visit my dad every other weekend. They'd alternate or whatever. Sometimes they'd like to break the rules. My dad would keep me for for like one extra weekend or whatever. Anyways, it would be go to school. I mean, I would ride from. Now, my middle school was closest to my dad's place, so it would be drive from across the city from my mom's place to school, my dad's neighborhood, and then I would walk all the way. I would walk to my dad's building within the neighborhood, and then at like 7 or 8 o'clock, sometimes 6, my mom would come and pick me up. And I would have to watch whatever I could when I could because again, my mom only had like cable at the house. It's not like she had basic cable either. She had the premium Fios packages and everything. But I would go home and I would just have to put up with watching like whatever was on TV at the time. I could, and the thing is though, I could pirate something, but my uncle was living with us at the time and he had gotten us, God knows how many letters sent to our home, so I didn't want to take the risk of like pirating something and then have my mom find out and then get into a fight with my uncle too because he got wrongfully accused of doing something he didn't do. So I just had to put up with watching it was either watch like cable or watch like fucked up rips online where there's an ad of like a chick with big tits or whatever saying, "Hey, there's some hot chicks up there in DC. You trying to get some, dog? Like there's some hot chicks up there in Capitol Heights. You trying to roll?" Like stuff like that. Let me see. I tell Blockbuster from the past that Netflix will buy Warner Brothers, and he would laugh at my face. Oh man, I seriously regret not stealing those last 3 games that I rented from Blockbuster, because I was not keeping up with the news at the time that Blockbuster was about to shut down. So if I had kept the last 3 games I rented, I would have had a copy of Skyrim, Sonic Generations, and I think I had Driver San Francisco. Yeah, those are the last 3 games I rented from Blockbuster. Serana, she's the companion in the Dawnguard deal. I have not played the Dawnguard DLC, any of the DLC for Skyrim. My friend who I'm game sharing with does have the PS4 and 5 version of Skyrim, so I've got no excuse anymore. In New Vegas, she's the voice of Christine, who's also a temporary companion in Dead Money. I've not played any of the Vegas DLCs either. I do know of the Burned Man, though, Joshua Graham. People like to glaze over him all the time. Fuck him. Oh my god, man. But still, that's how... but yeah, what the fuck? Okay. Did my PS5... Oh, why is the Apple TV on? I did not... I've got the... y'all watching me, right? I've got the Apple TV remote right here. Y'all see this shit. I am not a crazy oh, kind of. But still, I am not a crazy person. Here it is. The Apple TV remote was right here, and then the Roku TV remote's right here. I did not push anything. What the Oh, no. You know what? Maze the Great, I don't know if you're still watching. Whatever church you or your family go or went to, I might need to go and join it up there, like, wherever y'all are at. Yo, what the fuck? I did not sit on the remote. The remote's right there, dog. Y'all saw me. I did not hit a single button on this remote. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Joshua is so underrated. So overrated. Went on a rant about him a few days ago. I remember in our DMs we were just bantering about him like a few months ago. I love Joshua. He's a great character, but the community can be annoying about him. No, New Vegas. Like, oh my God, Joshua's fan base are they are so. I would say Joshua's fan base are the equivalent to Solaire fans from Dark Souls. Like he is that. Like his fans are so very annoying. Oh my God, I could write a James Patterson book on why not Joshua on why Solaire's fan base is annoying. I'm sorry, I'm not over. Oh hey, what was that? What did I just drop just now? Okay, cool. All right, here. Sorry, I was reaching the fridge for my soda. Oh, there it is. I was looking for the little tin for the little cyberpunk tin. He's a hypocritical mass murderer that found God because nobody but his old tribe would take him back. Wasn't he part of the Legion, I believe? Yeah. Oh man, the Legion. Man, the Legion was wild, bruh. First I see someone talk about Solaire in any negative light that way. Not that I care, I love him too, but I never got the hype people have for him. No, Solaire is a good character in my opinion. I love how positive he is in the face of all this darkness happening in Lordran. Oh my God, Solaire Glaciers are so wild that they put him. They did a callback to him in Dark Souls 2, and you can even join his covenant, and you even get a trophy for it. No, I'm not even lying. If I ever become a notable figure one day and develop a fan base, I'm going to rightfully call them out whenever they do something. Oh yeah, that's me. That is always going to be me. I'm gonna stand on whatever irresponsible. Not stand on. I'm gonna stand on standing against whatever irresponsible behavior either one of you guys or anybody else within that subscribe to this channel that does something and they're somehow connected to me. Like I am gonna call that out or say, hey, this motherfucker's crazy, but I do not promote that shit. Oh, I know. I have Dark Souls 2 Platinum. I need to Platinum that. I'm just too lazy right now. He was the legate for 30 years, and people like him because he spins 1911s like, get out of here. The motherfucker spins it like Revolver Ocelot. He's like, I've got 12 shots. Like, he's... Oh my God, this motherfucker spins it like Revolver Ocelot. Alright, let me jump to my show notes real quick. Let me see. That's right. Okay, so this week Australia has finally Australia has finally rolled out their social media ban for anybody under 16. And I don't think I need to tell you guys how not just like stupid and useless it is for Australia or any country really to do that. I don't think I need to tell you how stupid it is for them to do that because it fucks over everybody, and they also want to have ID checks too. That doesn't just affect the teenagers trying to sign up for social media. It also affects grown adults like me. I'm 26 years old, 10 years after the fact. I'm 26 years old, and like I would need to show my government ID to join something like even if you want to know how crazy this Australia social media ban is, well, this under 16 ban is, YouTube got caught up in the ban. So if you're under 16, you just got fucked out of your subscription box. You're not going to see any notifications from you're not going to see any notifications from from creators like myself or anything. That's if you turned on notifications. But like it screws over like again. And they want to do this bill, and I believe the intention behind this bill is so that they can fight against the addictive algorithms and that keep you scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. They want to fight against again, of course, social media addiction. They want to fight against teenagers and young folks going out and doing dumb shit in the name of social media likes and everything. Their heart is somewhat in the right place, but I don't like it. They should never have enacted that at all. Not only that, but it also fucks teenagers who are going through like a mental health crisis or who are they're teenagers that are very lonely and they don't have a community within the real world or anything because and because they would seek out these communities in a healthy way, of course, on social media as well. Lots of teenagers still do that too. And again, I know there's lots of like I've seen crazy. I remember one year, I think it was in 2021, there was the Devious Licks challenge, but like if y'all don't remember the Devious Licks challenge, for months, teenagers in high school were fucking up bathrooms. When I say fucking up, I don't mean like, throwing throwing wet paper towels and toilet paper all over the place. No, they devastated these bathrooms, dog. These niggas were pulling out entire dryers, air dryers. Like, do you know what Herculean strength you need to pull that shit out of a wall? They were fucking up hand dryers. These niggas were destroying the sinks. Not like vandalizing them. They would rip the damn sinks out of the wall. If that's the case, what are we feeding our kids? Goddamn. So, I make that point to say, like, I get their heart is sort of in the right place, but it is very, very misguided. There's a saying that the road to hell was paved with good intentions. Those intentions are good, but look at what you've done. We're in hell now. So now everyone has to show their ID in order to sign up for anything in Australia. And another reason this ID thing is a problem too is because a lot of social media sites, at least once per year, are going to have some kind of breach. Discord just last month had a huge breach. Lots of shit was leaked, everything. Just 3 years ago, Twitter had a big leak. On the darknet, people's passwords, emails, and everything were getting leaked as well. So I do not want my government ID and all my info about me in some kind, like in a database that's gonna get easily hacked. I'm not saying I don't, and I already know someone's gonna come at, well, you're in some database in some fashion. No, I mean, like, I don't want to personally go out of my way to put it somewhere where it's gonna get fucked up. That's what I mean. Here, let's get to the chat. If I ever get into it with somebody and they start harassing that person, I'll be the first person to say, hey, don't do that. I know. And you guys have seen it from me too, wherever I call out or make fun of like a creator for doing something dangerous or stupid. I'll be like, hey, don't fuck with this person, all right? I'm just making fun of the dumb shit they said or did for the public to see. Do not fuck with this person. Yeah, so I'm glad, so if you ever, if you get big on whatever platform, first of all, I'm leaving notifications on and coming like the day of whatever you post. But like, if you ever get a sizable fan base, make sure to call that shit out if someone does something and your name happens to be attached to it. If all else fails, just ban them, like from your channel or chat. I actually respect Australia for that because it means you have to go out and do things. Again, like I said, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Sure, you got the teenagers off of social media and the addictive algorithms, but now you forced pretty much the entire population of Australia to give away, if they desperately wanted to sign up for Facebook, they had to give it away to a database that's already vulnerable as is. Hold on, I'm catching. Good God, this is moving faster than I can talk. Not that I'm complaining. There's more to it, but talking about it on the YouTube chat's annoying because the character. Oh, you're talking about Josh and what you just said reminds me of this fight I heard about Randy Savage and Road Warrior Hawk, where they got into a fight in the bathroom. Apparently, urinals were ripped out. How angry at someone do you need to be to rip out a damn urinal? Then again, I shouldn't really be surprised. In Saints Row the Third, during the fight with Killbane, you use an actual full-on urinal with the pipe attack. First of all, to the fan, where did you and how did you get that? Secondly, oh fuck no, wait, no, All right, those good intentions are nothing more than propaganda than trying to conceal. That's it. That is a good point. That is true. Oh man, I hate when governments make laws based on trying to protect kids. And like I said, this year alone, I think it was this summer, lots of countries were rolling out ID laws for, hey, you need to sign up, you need to provide your ID in order to sign up for certain social medias. And now, and I believe you said dude Saiyajima. That is some shit Saiyajima would pull off. The Randy Savage and Warrior fight. That is some shit that he would pull off, ripping out a damn urinal. I mean, after all, Saiyajima is able to lift a full-on scooter. Oh man, and the UK also rolled out their own. I think they rolled out some kind of ban. Recently, the UK rolled out a ban against pornographic videos that involved anything and that involved anything more like in the that were more like BDSM based. So you can't show anything choking, no chains or whips or anything like that. Like the UK, man, I don't know what y'all got going on the UK internet, man. And anybody in the UK that's on that .co.uk connection, man, y'all need to come and talk to me, man. What's happening up there? What are y'all doing? What's happening on Turf Island, dog? Savage and Hawk were beefed up behemoths. It's not that hard. You know what? If Sayajima wasn't in the Yakuza, he could have been a hell of a good Japanese wrestler and then broke into the American market because Sayajima was like a full-on adult in the 80s in Yakuza, and like that was when the WCW was having their heyday, and the WWF. He could have been something coming out of Japan, Sayajima. Wrestlers back then were roid rage out pretty much until the WWF I said stereotypes, my bad. Steroid trial in '94. Yeah, man. Even now, steroids are still getting passed around the WWE. Of course, they crack down more on it, and they do more random checks for like not just random checks for steroids, but um random they do random doctor's visits too to make sure, hey, you're not gonna massacre your entire family, right? They also, no, I meant to say mental health. They also do random mental health checks with like therapists and everything. They do like, yo, you're not gonna kill your whole family, right? You didn't, that one shot to the head. That's not gonna make you go out into a crowd and like shoot it up, right? You good, dog? All right, good. Bet. Like they've got better, doctor checks now. What sucks is that. Oh no, never mind. I was thinking something else. My bad. Funny you say that, because Sayajima wanted to be a teacher. I remember that. Yeah, Sayajima wanted to be a teacher. Sayajima as a teacher would... Oh my god, if Sayajima was my middle school teacher, I probably would not have been a huge knucklehead back then. Who knows? Oh man, yeah. There was cocaine everywhere, which explains those loud and y'all remember? I'd seen one clip from like the from the WCW. It was Booker or someone. He was like calling out one of his rivals. He's like, "We coming for you, nigga!" And the thing is, he did not mean to say the word nigga. He was just caught up in the moment. And then you could even see him regret it. He was like, "Oh my god!" And then turned away. And then the lady on his shoulder, she's like trying to comfort him or whatever. He was like, "Oh my god, we coming for you, nigga!" Da 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 da. Yeah, those promos were loud for a reason. Coke was ever. If you want to know how much cocaine was going around in the '80s, dog, a majority of the NBA was reported to have done some form of cocaine or even crack as well. Look it up. '80s NBA. As a matter of fact, I think the NBA was about to shut down in the '80s too because of the drugs and everything. Oh, you said no freaking way. No, he said that shit. He was calling out Hulk Hogan in that pro. That's right. I knew it. Hulk. You know what? It is very fitting. He dropped the word nigga, and he's calling out Hulk Hogan. I know Hogan hated that shit too. Oh my god. Saejima. Let me see. Hold on. I'm catching up. Hold on. Hold up. You can kind of see how he is with its interactions with Kido, Baba, and the side game activity in Yakuza 4. That's right. I remember. I never did that activity in Yakuza 4 where you train that dojo. Wasn't that the Virtual Fighter? It's been so long since I played 4. Okay. Funny how smaller wrestlers were getting post Benoit. They cracked. Oh yeah, the WWE and the law itself cracked the. Okay. Oh no, it's probably just my voice or something, or echoing, or it was probably just me moving the bottle around. I thought I heard like one of my parents calling me down or something. Oh yeah, but the law and the WWE cracked the fuck down on them steroids. Of course, the steroid usage goes under the table, and if you slide the right person, the right amount of money, they can probably overlook it. But nowadays, yeah, there are still wrestlers dying of like either enlarged hearts or a heart attack, though. Like, and they all die in their 30s too, relatively young. Saejima. Oh no, I said Sai. Oh Lordy Jesus, hold up. Saejima as your teacher would be like if '80s Arnold. Oh yeah, prime Arnold being your teacher, Arnold Schwarzenegger would be wild. The 70s and 80s were a rough time for the NBA. Things were so bad that some NBA games were being played in high school. I remember reading that too. That's like these motherfuckers. Like the NBA was broke. They were MC Hammer broke. That explains what games why Wilt Chamberlain's 100 game performance. Yeah, you know what? A lot of games were lost because one camera equipment even back then was expensive, and then to get the rights to the broadcast, and that's a can of worms even back in those days. Although whoever does have the if you have a like multiple pictures of the Wilt Chamberlain game, hey, send it to your boy. Unless you're a top guy like Cena or Triple H, you could just not get away with doing steroids like that. That's right. Oh man, oh man. Oh man. So I know. So for anyone that was here on the Sunday stream, it's gonna suck hearing me rehash the same details about the John Cena fight. But there was like way less people in the stream on Sunday because again, I wanted to make up for it. I mean, for missing that day. I mean, that week's stream. So let's get into it. So last week was the John Cena fight. So, oh my God, there was Delgado can tell you. He and I were live tweeting the show to each other. We were texting in Discord. Oh my God. That was the craziest roller coaster of emotions I have ever seen. They could have written again. I have not watched wrestling in so long. I did catch like a half of an AEW showing back in 2022 with some friends, but other than that though, oh my God, it was a roller coaster of emotions, dog. Oh man, we had the first three openers and everything. We also had those really sexy chicks wrestling. I saw yo. If you want to know, dude, go to look at the stream chat during any like female like sports or anything. You will see some of the most disgusting messages in like the stream chat of those illegal like sports streaming sites, dog. Like, listen, man, like I get it. Just yo, the incognito tab is like just 2 clicks away. All right. Get what you got. I mean, just finish what you're doing, man, and then come back to the stream. You don't need to tell everyone that you want to smash Caitlin Clark in the most graphic way possible. All right, like, come on, man. Although I think Angel Reese is prettier. Fight me. Hold up. Oh man, but anyways, back to the John Cena match, man. Dog, it was a roller coaster of emotion. Every pin that was gonna happen, I like my heart would like my blood pressure would go. I probably have. Oh my God, I probably have to go see a doctor for high blood pressure because of that match. Not because I was getting mad, but because I was on the edge of this very fucking seat, watching those potential pinfalls, going, "Oh my God, do not end the match like that." Oh man. And then every time there was Cena was in submission, oh God. Every time Cena was in submission, I'm like, please do not tap out, man. Please do not tap out. And I think at one point he forced a rope break or something. I don't remember. I think he forced a rope break and something. But yeah, Cena managed to force a rope break, and then this is so weird. Not weird, but this is like I can tell that they pre-wrote this. What happened was Cena and Gunther or Gunther, I don't know how you say his name. It's German something. So Gunther had Cena in like the chokehold. My hairline. Listen, I need to get my hair cut. I am not removing this hat. So he had him in the chokehold and everything. And then Cena does his little piece, not his little, his hand sign like this or whatever. So he was trying to do this like Dragon Ball Z style like thing where he would ask the crowd to give him his energy or whatever, where they would like yell out one of his, they would yell out one of his phrases or whatever, and they would also do the little John Cena sign, and then he would get like the Zenkai, the Zenkai boost or whatever, and then get out of submission and then continue fighting like normal. I've got no complaints for that. I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, but still. And then the fight ends not through pinfall, through a tap out. And Cena fucking lost. In case you've been living under a rock. Like, damn, I want, like, what I really wanted out of that match was, like, at least a really close call for Cena. But then, at the end, Cena, after God knows how long that match was, he scores the win after both him and Gunther are like beaten up and everything. They're sweating and all, they're at the end of their ropes. Then Cena goes in for like one like say a shove or something. Then he goes in for one last pinfall and wins the match, and then flashes his symbol and everything to the crowd. That would have been cool. The fact that after Oh my god, I'm so passionate right now. I can't even. My throat is getting dry as I talk. I can't even keep up with it. So the fact that it ended through a tap out is what made everybody upset. The fact that after 20 years in a retirement match, Cena loses like this. I don't even know, dog. After all the work he put in, and Cena was more than a wrestler. He was like, Cena was to me, well, to everybody, was more than a wrestler. He's I mean, he's everything. He's an actor. He's got the world record for the most Make-A-Wish visits ever. Look it up. John Cena. He's an actor. He's an entrepreneur. He is the face of the WWE, and I don't think that's ever going to change, even long after he passes. So the fact that he went out like that was very, very infuriating. Here, okay. Let's go to the chat real quick. Not gonna lie, Shinada could consider going pro wrestling because he actually knows some wrestling moves. And he has a good form for someone who's pretty much a thug in fighting style. That's right, Shinada was mostly weapons based from what I remember of Yakuza 5. Yes. Wait, hold on, was it Shinada? No, Shinada was the baseball player, that's right. Many blind eyes were turned to drugs back in the day. There were some athletes where their drug use was so bad they couldn't be ignored. I know, it was wild, dog. For all dog, this lava lamp could have crack in it back then. That's how much crack was going around back then. Oh, you're talking about the stream chat, Delgado. It's either men not being able to control themselves or motherfuckers saying bathroom break time. Yeah, that is true. Like I said, listen, all right, load up one of those illegal streaming sites or whatever. This is not me endorsing them, but load up one of them illegal streaming sites. Click on a WNBA game. It could be anyone, all right? Look at how disgusting the chat gets. So imagine how gross the chat got when those women were wrestling during the when they were opening up for John Cena. It was disgusting. Dudes were going into graphic detail about these women. I'm like, yo, dog. Again, I keep saying, like, dog, listen, click the incognito tab, do what you gotta, clear your system out, and then come back to the stream and go like, well, she could have made that 3-point shot if so-and-so wasn't there. And then go back to normal sports mode. What the fuck is wrong with y'all in them stream chat sites, in them stream site chats? What is wrong with y'all? When I was watching John Cena's final match, that was the first time in a long time where I actually and I know that I also felt like a kid too, man. I will never forget Friday nights getting my action figures and everything. It would be both my WWE figures and my anime figures, and I would just get them in my wrestling ring and then wrestle them while I watch either SmackDown or Raw. I couldn't watch I couldn't watch an entire taping of Raw because it's on school nights and everything. But those were the craziest 3 hours ever. I remember doing one thing where what I would do is on my old CRT. This was back in in the mid 2000s. I wanted to keep up with the matches going on, but I didn't want to go away from my games. So what I would do is I would take two cables. I would take the yellow cable for video, and I would take the for video on the PlayStation 2 and keep that put in. Then I would take the white cable for audio, and then that was attached to my cable box, and put that in so that I can listen to the match. And if something crazy was going to happen, I would rush over to the yellow cable for the cable box and then put that in, and I would see John Cena suplexing the shit out of an entire Royal Rumble's arena worth of wrestlers, man. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, you didn't know about the match, Cedric? Welcome. Shinada was supposed to be played with weapons, although not gonna lie. His unarmed fighting style is leagues more fun to play. I had trouble controlling him unarmed. I felt better using his weapons. His unarmed fighting style of a grappler makes more sense for his character. Yeah, you're right. Plus, I'm sure you remember the days when there was no where there was no DVR or highlights. If you wanted to watch something, you had to be at home at your TV, and that goes for every. Yep, yes I do. Yep. Before our family upgraded the cable package to have a DVR in the main room, our cable was there was no DVR in our house, so we just had the regular cable package, but we couldn't record anything. So if you wanted to watch something, if you wanted to watch that Redskins game that you missed last night, you pretty much had to hear about it from your coworkers. Or watch highlights on ESPN or whatever. No, you said no highlights, but yeah, you just pretty much had to hear about it from your coworkers, or you had to read it in the on the sports section of your paper, of your local paper, and that's if they had sports or whatever. Oh god. But that Cena fight was how it ended was very disappointing. The fight itself was great, but how it ended sucked. All right, all right, let me see. What else do we have in our show notes? Okay, hold up. What was my favorite shows before I had cable? No, we had cable. Oh no, we did have cable. We did have cable. It's just our cable was so basic that they didn't even give us the DVR thing. I forgot the name of the provider we had too. Before we got upgraded to like big boy cable, like I'm talking like the big leagues, like FiOS, Comcast, and DirecTV. I used to watch a hell of a lot of Nickelodeon, and I watched on Saturdays. I also not Saturdays, but I also caught a lot of Toonami. Even though we were on basic cable, we still had access to the to the cartoons and shit, everything. Let me see. Not just the Cena match, almost everything you've talked about. Now I did new. Oh, you did. Well, welcome. Listen, if you want to find out some crazy shit going on in the world, please tune in on these streams every Saturday at whatever time I decide to stream. All right. Listen, this is what they call color people time. You're on it. Welcome to my live streams. PBS was my shit back in the day. That's right. PBS has like the craziest documentaries. I love PBS documentaries too. I do remember when the CW had Saturday morning cartoons. I think they discontinued it back in like 2014 because like one, it was like the height of the streaming era, so there was little reason to keep around the Saturday morning cartoon block. And two, streaming was already cheap and it was more easily accessible now more than ever at the time. Anybody, even in more like impoverished households, could get a shitty TV with a PS3 that costs $100, and then hook up Netflix and they'd be set for life. Nowadays, those days are not over, but the pricing has changed. That same family from a long time ago, they have to use the advertising tier on Netflix. Here, let me take a swig. I don't use social media besides Discord and YouTube, and I barely care about what happens outside of Brazil, so I don't know much of what's going on, and it's fun listening to you talk about it, though. Thank you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Brazil, too. One thing I love about Brazil, every time I go into the comment section of, like, an alternative song, like whether it be metal or pop punk, why is there always the one comment gang saying, yo, come to Brazil, come to Brazil? I love those comments. I don't know why. They're funny. You know what? I should do like an anime convention panel at a convention in like Sao Paulo or whatever. So that way I can fulfill my come to Brazil dreams. So yeah, Cedric, whatever convention they've got in the major cities in Brazil, whether it be Sao Paulo or whatever, hey, I'll be there. Holy shit! Who turned up the heat? Who turned the shit up to 78? Yo, no wonder it was so crazy hot in here. I'm about to cook a motherfucker. Goddamn. Who was messing with the temps? Let me see. Aside from books in school, PBS shows taught me how to read and learn about stuff. Yeah, I watched a lot of educational edutainment stuff growing up too. I of course watched the basic shit like Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer. And I also would catch some stuff on PBS. Matter of fact, I remember being a big fan of Grossology growing up too. Then I'll be yours for this live. Come to Brazil, dog. Hey, all right, I got you all. What kind of conventions do they? Here, let's sort this up together, y'all. Conventions in Brazil. Well, let's narrow it down to Sao Paulo. All right. Here, let's open a new tab. Here. Let's do anime conventions. Hold on. Alright, y'all can see me. Alright. Anime conventions. Brazil. No. In Sao Paulo. Alright, let's see what they got. Dang. Whew. So it may not seem like it. This room is darker than it looks. I just got shotgunned right now by my own fucking computer. That shit was bright. Yo, I just got headshotted by my own computer. All right. Dreamshine Con, Horror Expo, the Brazil Game Show. Which one does anime though? CCP sounds like it's more comic book focused. Here, let me check the chat. Oh, I know it's not safe. Yes, I know it's not safe for foreigners. Trust me. And I'm not going off, and believe me, I'm not going off the stereotypes or Max Payne 3. Like I said, I would run as a teenager. I would regularly run across news articles from like international news outlets about like some foreigner who got snatched up in a van in Brazil, not Brazil, but in like Rio or Sao Paulo. Yeah, I know that Brazil's not safe for foreigners. Yeah, so that would require me to exercise a fuck ton of caution. Yeah, you got the cartel and everything. You got organized crime. It's not safe. I said we won't be able. Oh, what is this? Let's see. Won't be able to attend. I live in the smallest state of Brazil. Can barely afford money to eat. Oh yeah, yeah. Take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself first. Between the Lion, Cyberchase, Arthur. Oh, you're talking about the shows you watch. I watched Hella Arthur, man. Arthur's my homie, dog. Keep it, yeah. But yeah, I already know. Yeah, Brazil's the type of place you need to exercise a fuck ton of caution, though. I will say it's not my first spot It's not the first spot I think of when it comes to vacationing, though. It's 2025. It makes no sense that dark mode isn't default or an option on most websites. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just watch me get sniped by my own monitor just now. Yo, what is happening, y'all? Oh, my bad. Here. How do I forgot how to use a computer. Full webcam, there we go. Why don't a majority of websites have a dark mode, man? Especially since I'm the type to read Wikipedia pages, right before I go to bed. I will get headshotted by Wikipedia itself before they turn on dark mode. And Wikipedia just added that, too. Let me see what else is happening. That's right. Oh yeah. So I finally ordered a new battery for my e-bike, and I'll be back on the road soon. And plus, I want to put on more stickers for my little helmet as well. Oh my god. But yeah, but I'm not just gonna be like bullshitting around on my e-bike. I'm going to be doing DoorDash on this thing and earning a little bit of extra money. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Maybe, and then I'll finally be able to afford my own place and everything. You guys won't have to worry about me like peeking out my door, making sure, hey, nobody's asleep, right? But yeah, I'm gonna be door dashing again on my e-bike once this new battery comes in. But here's the helmet too, in case you guys want to look at it. You got the Spitfire stickers. Oh yeah, look at that. I forgot which skateboard brand this was, but I remember seeing this on a shirt for a brand called Neff back when I was a teenager. And then then one of my coworkers, he said, "No, that's not Neff. That's a different company. Neff might have stolen from it or whatever." And then we got Vans, of course. We got Santa Cruz skateboards, more Spitfire. You can tell I'm a fan of the wheels. And then we got Alien Workshop. That one's peeling off. And then we got Palace too. Oh yeah, Palace also got plugged in. Got a huge plug in Need for Speed. I think it was either Heat or Payback. I think no, Palace got a huge plug in. No, Palace got a huge plug in Need for Speed Unbound, the one with ASAP Rocky in it. I can't fault you for it though. The place is not in a good state, so it's not in a good state. It's so weird to live in a country that people hype and get apologetic to criminals. I know, which is why, Brazil is probably like one of the last places to ever fall on my vacation list. Like I said, the cartel's running around. Even tourists are getting snatched up and everything. So it's a place, if you do plan on going there, you'd need to exercise extra caution for. Again, this is not me going off of stereotypes. You have a local in this very chat telling me, yo, you need to be careful. Looks like a biker's helmet from Hotline Miami for some reason. Maybe I'm tweaking. They had that in Hotline Miami? I only played like a few levels of the second one, so I wouldn't know. Oh man, but still, I cannot hear. You know what? Here, I'll put it on for you all. Oh my god, my hair. I need to cut it. No. Oh my god, here, I'll put it on. Oh Jesus. Okay. Whew. And look, and look, it even has a visor too, so I can look like I can look like Daft Punk. Or no, what's the dude's name? Judge Dredd. I can look like Judge Dredd. I am the law. Or something like that. That probably sounded cooler in my head, but still. And then, so when what I do is, when I'm about to ride, I put down this visor to keep the sun from getting in my face. And then I put down the main visor so that the wind doesn't fuck with me. And that nothing flies into this helmet, or into my mouth. So I do like this. Like that. Oh, yeah. Alright, here, where are my glasses? Oh, no, hold on. Well, yeah. Whew. Oh, man. Hey. Who's roasting my hair in the chat? Oh, man. That's a very detailed helmet. Thank you. Jokes aside, the helmet looks pretty good. Thank you. But yeah, I take my safety very, very seriously on this e-bike because at the end of the day, this e-bike and all other e-bikes are pretty much just miniature motorcycles. You're moving faster than any human can pedal, so if you're moving at that speed, you're going to need a helmet. I have heard stories from motorcyclists that have gotten to a crash at less than 30 miles per hour, and if they weren't wearing their helmet, they would have died or have gotten a permanent, like, a traumatic brain injury or something like that. But yeah, this is it. Oh man, I'm about to be back on the road again. And also, I didn't just order the battery, I'm also retooling my e-bike as well. So what I've gone and ordered was, I've gone and ordered several new parts. I ordered a speaker mount for my bike. So now that I don't have to wear like a damn JanSport on my back. I don't have to wear a JanSport or like a drawstring bag on my back so that like I can play music. So the speaker mount is going to go on the front, just under the light, like in the front under the lights on the handlebar. So that's where it's going to go. Oh god. So I got a speaker mount, so I don't have to like ride around with that damn drawstring bag anymore. What's also coming in the delivery next week, if Christmas allows it. What's also coming in my series of deliveries is. Oh yeah, I also got a kit that, I also got a turn signal kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to the back of the bike or whatever part of the bike I can. But I'm going to put it like somewhere visible that people can see it, especially at nighttime. And there's a remote that you can tie around the handlebars. So once you get that remote on, once you turn on the Bluetooth and you turn on the signal itself, it's pretty much no different than a car's turn signal. You can also change the speed of the blinkers. You can change like the pattern and everything. You can also change it to see so the light stays a permanent color like red or orange, something like that. It's pretty dope. Given how Virginia and Maryland people drive, and DC people as well, I've seen y'all on Main Avenue Northwest near that tunnel. I've seen the way y'all drive. Let me see. Given how Virginia and Maryland people drive, you could be wrapped in bubble wrap. Yes, they will. They'll still find a way to hurt you. Oh my god, man! Like especially in like the 757, the tunnels. On the bridge tunnels in the 757 leading to Virginia Beach, they are an entire match of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You need to bring your A game when you take those bridge tunnels, dog. You need to take everything you learned from Twisted Metal and apply it to those bridge tunnels. Because the people driving there are unforgiving and outright stupid. Right, I'm not gonna hold you. Oh my god. And then DC, no, y'all ain't getting spared either. Again, the tunnel by Main Avenue Northwest. What are some other bad streets? Oh, Wisconsin Avenue is especially bad. Yeah, Wisconsin Avenue Northwest. What other street? Oh yeah, F Street. F Street gets a lot of traffic jam, but that's because it's like F Street is where Capital One Arena is. And plus it's in Chinatown too. But yeah, F Street is pretty bad. Trying to think of some other streets that get it bad, have bad traffic in DC. That's not the Beltway. Let me think. I can't even think of other street names right now. Oh no, 18th Street can get pretty jammed up too, especially when it's like a Friday, because 18th Street and U Street are like the premier party streets in DC for anyone that's not been there. Oh my god, man! Like you need to, dog. You need to be You need to train yourself on years worth of Need for Speed if you want to get across those bridge tunnels, man. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. And this is coming from, mind you, this is coming from someone that doesn't drive. The closest thing to a vehicle, I mean, then again, if you want to get technical, I kind of do, because so my e-bike, I take it onto the roads. The thing is, I will never ever take it onto any huge like busy arterial road or whatever like that connects all the shopping centers. But still, so does Baltimore. Really, Baltimore has bad traffic. 26 years on Earth. I didn't know that, and all the times I've been there too and had family there. Baltimore has that rep. It does, because the way people talk about the crime rate, it makes it sound like Chicago. I mean, Baltimore's gotten way better this year. No joke. Like, crime's gone down by 20% because the mayor, I think he opened up all them youth centers and everything. What's going on, Dark Bats? I see you in the chat, though. Still, it's good to see Baltimore's it's getting to a better place now. Oh my god, it is hot. Yo, they are cooking me alive in this joint, dog. 78 degrees, and for what? Alright, and let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm reading my notes right now. That's right. Oh, yeah. 21 Savage just dropped a new album last week. Oh, yeah. Chicago's rep is overly bad, too. Oh, yeah. I remember when, some dude that was talking with DJ Vlad or whatever, which, by the way, fuck him and fuck his interviews, dog. But I remember seeing a clip of it once, but, one dude that was talking with, DJ Vlad was, he said, yo, Chief Keef single-handedly boosted the murder rate after he dropped his mixtape. That is such a terrible thing to say. That is no different than saying Grand Theft Auto causes people to go and shoot up the mall or whatever. Like, what the fuck? First of all, if 600 people, I think it was 600 people or 500 people that died that year, if 500 people that died died because someone was listening to Chief Keef, then I gotta say this motherfucker needs to do tarot cards at the very least. Yeah, Chicago ain't that bad, man. Matter of fact, one lady that I follow is from Chicago. She's running for rep there. Kat Abagazale, who, by the way, she's very pretty. Hey, Kat, my DMs are open, lady. I'm single. Yeah, you single? Hey, my DMs are open, Kat Abagazale. Hit me up. Yeah, she's running for representative in Chicago right now. But yeah, it's not as wild as they people be making it out to be. Do you like? That's a random question. Berries depends on what. I like blackberries a lot. Let me see. But anyways, so 21 Savage last week dropped a new album, and it is good. I still need to get these roasts off though. Yo, hold up. I need to pull this picture. Here, I have it in my file system. I don't even need to go on the internet to show y'all. Like, let me show this real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, cool. Alright, sorry, my bad. It was just some shit with my NAS just now. Here. Okay. No strawberry. Oh, yeah, blueberry. I keep forgetting those are berries in the name alone. But yeah, I like blueberries and strawberries and blackberries, too. And I only started eating blackberries because, as a kid. I started eating blackberries as a kid because my dad, he was working at for some huge tech firm at the time. His company hooked him up with a BlackBerry phone, and then I came across blackberries in a dictionary. I was like, damn, this looks good. So I asked my mom to get me some blackberries while she was grocery shopping one day, and then to this very day, look at that, huge fan of them. I like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and my personal favorite, Halle Berry. Oh, what was this one rap song? Halle Berry, Halle Berry. I forgot. Halle Berry. Ace set up. That was a good one though. That was a good one. All right. Anyways, here, let's go onto my. All right. So, anyways, I gotta show you all this. This is how wild it is. So let's go into my NAS. Let's go into music. And then we click on 21 Savage. There it is. Yo, take a look at this fucked up ass cover art. Here, let me put it up on the. Yeah, there it is. What now? What is this? What are we doing? Finest cat. Oh yeah, she was very fine. Yes, but yo, what are we doing? What is this evil? I can't even call that evil. What the fuck? What are we doing? This bum ass cover art. The music's good, but the cover art sucks. What are we doing, dog? This shit looks like something you'd see. This shit looks like some shit you'd see in a Saw movie. You be tied up in ropes and shit. That's the first thing you see before he reads out. I want to play a game. This Pinky in the Brain cover art, dog. Like, what are we doing? Yo, like, dog, like, bro, like, why? Like, what in the creepypasta shit is that? I know that one Hurricane Chris song about That's My Child. Oh my god, Hurricane Chris. Yo, but back to this bum ass artwork, man. What are we like? Who signed off on that? Like this retarded ass like artwork, man. Like, yo, this Patrick Star ass artwork, man. Like this is the shit you see in a slasher movie saying like, yo, do you want the next clue or whatever? Like what the fuck? Savage, why did you sign? Who signed off on that? On the production company? Who did that? What are we doing? Like, bro, this is some shit I would draw. Yo, this is some shit I would draw in my school binder, and then show it off to a friend. What are we doing? Like, Savage, did you like? Why, dog? Like, again, it's a solid album. I listened to some. I actually heard the first 3 tracks from my sister when she was picking me up from work, but I listened to the rest of the album the next day, like right before while I was working at my desk. Really good album. Listen to it if you can. But back to this cover art, dog. Like, yo. Like, what? This is something that the wannabe edgy kid in your school would make on a piece of paper. What is going on? This album cover looks like someone told a kid to draw what they think a horror movie villain looks like in 5 minutes. Yeah, exactly. That is what I'm talking about. Atlanta decided to. Oh my god, I can't read today. Atlanta decided to show ass at the end of the year. It seems, especially with these covers. Like, what are we doing, dog? Are you into the trail? I've only played Trails in the Sky. I also have Trails of Cold Steel on my PS3. When your younger cousin wants to show you a drawing, exactly. He got his younger cousin to do that. Is the album name somewhat related to at least? Yes or no? I don't even know what you can relate this to. The name of the album is called "What Happened to the Streets." What happened to this album cover? What happened to you? What happened to the artist that did your debut album, Issa? What happened to him? I would love to know. What are we doing? Look, if we're at a point where AI could make something way better than this, something's gone verifiably wrong. And I hate generative AI. Like what? Like, bro, this motherfucking Batman villain ass drawing right here, dog. This damn scarecrow ass drawing. Oh my god, man. Like, what? Like, this fake demon ass drawing. Like, what? How? Who signed off on this? Come on, Savage. Come on, man. Like, okay, so here, all right. Instead of like, okay, so here's how I would change that album cover. All right, so first off, let's get rid of that album cover altogether. All right. So my idea for a better album cover for this album, it would be okay. So let's say, all right. So my idea would be to have like, say it's a prison lineup, right? you know them prison lineups. You know the prison lineup cliche and everything. It would be a prison lineup of like just multiple people, but except they'll be wearing ski mask, but the front face of the ski mask is gonna be black, right? Just bear with me, all right? So the front face of the ski mask is gonna be like black, and then it'll have like the question mark spray painted over it in white. And then the prisoners themselves, what they'll be doing is they'll be holding something like here, what do they call those things? Like, look, they'll be holding the little placard thing that shows their record, but instead of like their record or their name or whatever, it'll just have like each word from the name of the album. So it'll be like what and then happened to the streets. That would have been a cool idea, but instead we've got whatever the hell this is. This damn Jigsaw as album cover. What, like, I clearly need to work at a record company or something, or be someone's manager, because who is Savage's manager? Who manages this man, or works in his marketing department at the record company? Oh my god, that was horrible, Doug. Oh my god, that is high on the list of bad album covers I've seen, and there are worse out there. Or heck, it could. Oh, am I still on the screen? My bad. Hold up. But like, there are so many other ways you could improve this cover. Like, dog, you could have like you. Oh my god. Album name sounds like he's sliding into his Back in My Day era. He sounds like it too. What happened to the streets? I can't even do it to Good 21. That looks like the poorest attempt at drawing a clown. I don't even know what that is. Here, let's jump back to it. What is that? I know it's supposed to be a humanoid or like a man. Hold on, let's get back to my file system. Here, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Where's it at? Oh, music folder. There we go. There we go. It's a man in a hat, it looks like, with some missing fronts. But he's got a frown spray painted. Even, what? What are we doing? Yo, whoever assigned Savage, whether it be Warner Music, Universal, whoever, fire whoever this artist was, please. I don't even like listen. I don't even like calling for people to be fired, but like this dude is gonna fuck up someone else's project if he's making work just like that. I'm sorry, that is just bad. Oh my god, I need another swig, man. Like my. I'm putting my throat into overdrive just ranting about this shit. Pause. Pause on the throat part, but you know what I mean. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. But still, other than that though, the album is pretty solid. It's just no, that art with some cheeks. Oh, I thought it was a text. Some kid is gonna stumble upon that cover and it's gonna follow them into adult. You know what? Y'all ever have that one thing you stumble across, like whether it be in the store or like you just see someone you know owns that thing, like that piece of media. You don't even interact with it, but you just see the cover art and it just sticks with you. One game that did that for me, it wasn't even like the cover of it, but stop, Aisha, stop. Oh, what's happening, Aisha? What's happening? One thing that, if you know what you mean, you don't need to say pause. I know, I really hate the whole pause thing, and I hate that I do it out of necessity, which is very funny coming from the bisexual man with the damn LGBT flags on this very desk. I know. What's happening, Aisha? We're just so yeah. In case you don't know, this is a chill stream where I'm just reading off news from my show notes and just joking about it with you guys. I'm not playing anything in particular as of right now, and I was too lazy to hook up any of my consoles, so this is what we're getting. Oh man, whew. Just now we were roasting that 21 Savage released an album, and just now we were roasting this terrible ass cover art. You have to see it to believe it, Aisha. Hold on. Before I move on to the next topic in my show notes, I have to show this to you. Wait, this disgusting ass album. Not even disgusting. This Pinky in the Brain ass album cover, man. Here we go. 21 Savage. There it is. Where? Like what? Dog. Wait. Dog. Jeff the Killer is more scary than this. Wait. What? Man, oh man! Like what? Matter of fact, this looks like it's a part of some badly written creepypasta. What? What happened to the streets, man? Like, what happened to your album artist, dog? What are we doing? Oh, that's my show notes. Let me get that off. I'm good. Had to cut my stream short because my cough was bad. I know. Think I'm getting sick. I'm in like the first stages of getting a cold because you can even hear it in my voice right now. I'm in the state. I think I'm in the first stages of getting a cold because for the entire day, my left nostril has just been on again, off again, stuffed, and now I'm starting to feel like my throat. Even before I started doing the stream, my throat was feeling funny. I don't know what's going on, man. So before I go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna take maybe some Tylenol or whatever we have in our kitchen cabinet and just let nature run its course. Hope you get better though, dog. Let's read from the chat. Hold on. I'll take pause over the no Diddy. That was so weird. It was so awful hearing my younger cousin say that shit. Like, come on, man. The no Diddy thing, that was just disgusting. I'm certainly learning a lot about you tonight. Oh yeah, yes I am. Yes, I'm out and about. Yeah, like I don't have these flags on here for no reason. It's because I am who I am, and plus I like also like anybody that comes to the stream. I also like making them feel like I also like letting them feel like it's a safe spot to be. You guys are welcome and everything. That cover looks awful. It was terrible. Like it looks like a bad joke. That looks like a botched Scooby-Doo. A botched Scooby-Doo villain drawing? Actually, I could see someone like that in Scooby-Doo. You're right. In the old Scooby-Doo, too. Who knows? He probably would have fit right in. If it wasn't for you meddling kids, I would have gotten away with it, huh? Oh, my God. Oh, see, look, you can hear it now. Like this now with this left not even a few minutes ago, it was clear. Now it's stuffed up. Like I need to, and I tried everything. Like even when I woke up this morning, I tried everything. I tried standing in the, dude. I stood in the bathroom while I let the shower run on like extremely hot. Even that didn't work. I put a hot rag over my face. That worked for like a few minutes, and then I had to put on some more hot water. There's like when you have congestion, there's just no winning at all. Oh no, let me just take, like I said, I'll take my Tylenol tonight. Hopefully I'll get cleared up. Or if not, I'm probably just going to have like a day cold tomorrow. I'll just be spending that entire Sunday just watching TV. I would have found out what happened to the streets if it weren't for those meddling YNs. And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for your shitty design. Your shitty artist design. Alright, so to the management who is helping 21 do his thing, fire the artist, okay? If he's gonna fuck up this bad on 21's album cover, 21, one of the biggest rappers ever, he's gonna fuck this up for anybody else. I don't know if he did this on a contract or something. I don't know how that shit works in the world of music, but like, clearly he's on some kind of contract and they were like the first person they could find. If that is the first person you can find though, you need to start looking at LinkedIn or something, man, because what the fuck? I don't know, man. Oh my god. Let's see, what else is on the agenda tonight? We're mid-stream right now. We're 2 hours, 13 minutes in the stream. It's now 11:02 Eastern time here in the United States. Let me see. Topics. Oh, that's right. My Spotify and YouTube Wrapped. I meant to show that last stream, but it was a Sunday stream and there was like barely anybody here. But now that I've got like the main Saturday crew in here, let's go through my Spotify Wrapped together. That cover You know what? Maybe I was too mean. Yeah, any ugly art is better than AI art. Yeah. Whew, maybe I was too mean, but still. Anyways, let's go through my Spotify Wrapped, and I'm gonna turn down the music because I'm not trying to eat a copyright claim, and plus, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Here, let me go to my. Am I still logged into Spotify? Here, hold on. Let me. Here, before I bring it, put it on the main screen real quick, just for privacy and shit. Da, 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 da. Oh, we're signed in still. Cool. Okay, okay. Where's... Oh, are they done with Wrapped? Uh-oh. Hold up. Or is it a mobile thing only? Hold up. I think they're done with Wrapped. Oh, let me check the phone app at least. Hold on. Because I have Spotify on my phone, so I can so I can change songs while it's playing on the PS5. Let me see. Where is it at? There it is. I think it's a mobile only thing. I'm looking right at Wrapped right now. When I get to Saints Row streams. Oh yeah, you know what? I should play Saints Row for like the end of the year stream. But yeah, while I investigate the Spotify, let me see. Here, I got an idea. Can you do it on desktop? Oh, the website. That's why you go to the website. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck you. You have to use the QR code. Fuck you. Are you serious? Hold on. What the fuck? The web player. Okay, cool. But I'd like to see my rap. Oh, fuck. Well, worry not. I knew something like this was going to happen because I can go through my Google Photos and find the screenshots I took of my Wrapped just in case something happened. Something like this did happen. Cool. YouTube's was mobile only for a week. Oh, they just released the desktop one. Bet. Okay, cool. Here, while I go, let me go through my Google Photos real quick, and here, and let me download the pictures because I don't want you all seeing what the fuck's in my Google Photos, and plus there's some family pictures there too. Here, da 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 da. Oh, let me take this. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. Here, let me get my bad. Let me get the stream chat on my. I forgot that I was live streaming for a second. I was just so locked in just now. Hold on, let me pull up the stream on my phone. All right, cool. All right, bet. So let me pull. All right, let me go to my Google Photos and download all the pictures I took of my Spotify Wrapped and my YouTube. Da 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 da. Okay, here. Oh, I just gotta go into a folder though. I hope it doesn't take too long to download. If not, we're just gonna have to like just scroll through. Okay. Is that it? No. Okay, cool. Download all of these into one folder. And then here, hold on. Here, just bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get the download started. It should take no more than like 2 seconds at the very least. Although we have been getting throttled really bad on my internet. Like we've been getting really like very like even for a 1 GB download, we've been getting throttled. Okay, go save it to my pictures folder, and I'll just type it in as wrapped. There we go. Oh, it did download. Nice, cool. Lets me unzip the file, and then we're gonna go through my Spotify Wrapped together. All right, is this in order? Oh, Lord Jesus, I got it out of order. Okay. Here, hold up. Oh, wait, I can just preview the picture right here. All right, what order do I need to go in? Hold on. Okay, cool. I think I know what order I need to go in now. And then, here, let me see. Here, let me download one more thing. Okay. Alright, I think we got it. Alright, let's do this. My first ever Spotify Wrapped on stream. Okay. Matter of fact, let me cue it up in a way that you can't. I don't want to ruin the surprise, so let me manipulate the windows in a way so you can't see anything yet. Then again, that's gonna fuck me over. For Christmas. I should have asked for a second monitor. I know I have this monitor right here, but this LCD screen sucks at like darker areas. Well, the one to my right that you guys cannot see. My nose is leaking. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Let's go through my Spotify Wrapped. Here. Okay. I think there was more to it than just this, though. But let's roll with it. Okay, alright. You guys ready? Alright, anyways, here is my Spotify Wrapped. Bear with me if I'm like constantly switching, alright? Okay. Alright. Switch into... Oh, I fucked up the OBS window. My fault, my fault. Alright, here we go. Here's my 2025 Spotify Wrapped. You ready? So, it says that I listened to 1,700... Wait a minute. Okay, alright, I was making sure it wasn't just my screen. Alright, it says I listened to 1,744 minutes worth of Spotify. Okay, cool. And then... Here, if I'm correct... Let's see if I can speed it without you guys seeing it. Alright, so, my top 5 songs this year. Alright, going in at number 5 is this song called Caution by The Resonators. The Resonators are an indie grunge-style band from San Diego. They make really good slow-paced songs and everything, but when they pick it up just a little bit, it's an experience. It reminds me of those old, like, 60s psychedelic bands, them old 60s psychedelic bands. That's what they're reminding me of. I don't know, but yeah, the Resonators, give their album Versus a try. It is awesome. Coming in at number 4 is 72 Hours by Enemy U. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. 72 Hours is like my go-to skateboard song. It's the first song I play when I head out the door to skateboard, and it's just like the first one I go to when I can't think of anything else to play. Or it's also one of the songs I play when I'm like folding clothes or whatever. Number 3, for some strange reason, No Tomorrow by Zebrahead was on here. Then again, is it my Spotify Wrapped without a Zebrahead song? I can't really explain why or how No Tomorrow ended up here, but it is here. Number 2, Garden of Eden by Lady Gaga. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite songs of all time. It is. Oh my god, this song had so many replays on it. I'm probably responsible for like a majority of the streams of this album. Oh my god, man. Garden of Eden, go listen to it, dog. It's a really good club song. It's a really good song to dance to. It's just, oh my god, it rocks so hard. Then number 1, of course, I think this should have been number 2, to be honest. Abracadabra by yours truly, Lady Gaga. Oh god, this is another really dance-heavy song too. It's fast-paced, it's everything. The lyrics go hard, man. It's about casting your spell in the night, getting other people to have a good time with you as you dance on the dance floor. Oh my god. So yeah, go and listen. Yeah, go and give those songs a listen. So if I go here, I gotta tab over into. I gotta find it. Where's it at? Oh my god. All right, cool. This is pulled up. So my top 5 artists though. Are there any are there any famous people that you hope to meet at some point? I did get to meet. Well, they're not widely known, but they go on world tours all the time, so they count as famous to me. I did get to meet and take pictures with Ali from Zebrahead, but I have not posted those pictures and probably never will because my smile was, dude. I think it was because I was nervous at the time, but my smile was way off in that picture. I don't even want to show it to y'all. It looks that bad. Anyways, so my top. All right, so my top 5 artists are number 5, Future. I don't know what it was. I think it was because I was binge listening to both back to back his album "We Don't Trust You" and "We Still Don't Trust You," which, by the way, those albums are some of the best rap albums I've heard. It's also a new direction for Future to hear him to go into this dark, this more darker style rap. That's also, and he also throws in some R&B in there. And Weekend also makes an appearance on 1 or 2 of the songs on one of the "Don't Trust You" albums. And then Metro Boomin, I think Metro Boomin just got caught up in the net because he also produced both of the "Don't Trust You" albums. So, and then number 3, of course, Lady Gaga. Considering that you have a YouTube channel, you don't strike me as a camera shy type. No, I wasn't camera shy when I met Ali. It's just that I was nervous about meeting someone that I've listened to for 14 years, and here I am meeting him for the first time. I think that's why. Again, I am never showing that picture. My smile was way off. Like, oh my god. Number 3 was, of course, Lady Gaga. Number 2 was Travis Scott. And I think it has to do with the fact that I had Jack Boys 2 on replay. And if that is the case, I think it should have just been Jack Boys and Travis Scott, like, in separate spots. I don't know how Spotify's algorithm works. Of course, number 1 is Zebrahead. They're always on rotation. Have been for the past 14 years, okay? You can't... You can't go wrong with Zebrahead. I'm sorry. Okay, and then what are the other stats they were tracking? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, my top genres. Okay, cool. All right, here am I on? No, I'm not. Yeah, so again, I wasn't camera shy or anything. It's just that I've just got to meet this dude for the first time that I've listened to for 14 years. All right. Anyways, oh whoops, where's the picture at? All right, so my top genres are 5 rock. That could go. I mean, I listen to many subgenres of rock, so take your fucking pick, all right? Number 4, of course, is metal. Number 3 is art pop. I think that should have just been pop if we're going off of my music playlist. I don't know what the fuck art pop means because I listen to it may not look like it. I listen to a hell of a lot of Sabrina Carpenter, and I also listen to lots of Jade as well. So I don't know what the fuck art pop even means. I don't know if they themselves are considered art pop. I don't know. Number 2 is Trap, of course, but yeah, number 2 is Trap, of course. Listen, a lifelong rap listener, man. All right, this list would be incomplete if nothing resembling rap was on there. And then number 1 is skate punk, which I think should have been number 2. I swear to God, I was listening to more rap than skate punk, but whatever. I feel you. I met Dennis Cowan, co-founder of Milestone, and I was crazy nervous. He roasted me a bit for dressing as Spider-Punk. Dennis Cowan, co-founder of Milestone. What is Milestone? I can't listen to a lot of heavy metal because headbanging gives me a headache. I don't blame you. Then plus that stuff, yeah. Plus that can hurt your head. You're moving your head around constantly, and then you're shaking your brain too. It's almost no different from getting hit and taking a blow to the head while you're playing football. Almost no different. Almost, mind you. All right, cool. All right, but we are not done yet. Let's get to my YouTube Wrapped. Here, let me do this off screen so I don't look like an idiot. Let me go and check that YouTube Wrapped you mentioned, Delgado. I got you, man. Okay, here, exit out of Google Photos. Hold up. Where's it? Oh, there it is. Milestone is the Blackweed comic. Oh, Blacklead Comic Company. They did Static. Oh my god, I'm drooling. Oh my god, so much liquid built up. Oh Jesus. Oh Lordy Jesus, what is my recommended? What the fuck? What are we do? Yo, what? I prefer melodic metal like Killswitch Engage. I love metal like Arch Enemy as well. People who headbang in clubs, I hope they're careful because I'm fairly certain there are people who have. Listen. I go to lots of metal and I've gone to lots of metal and punk shows since I was like since my late teens. It's like more so. I went to more local shows in DC in my teens. I never. It wasn't until this year that I started going to like official like mainstream shows. But anyways. Yes, I've seen it happen too many times where people will take a nasty blow to the head just headbanging, or even while moshing. I've seen people take a nasty headshot and fall to the ground. Okay, anyways, yo, what is my recommended anymore, man? Like, what did I watch that led to this? That led to this even happening? Like, what are we doing? What's happening? Oh shit! Oh, it was a painting. Oh my god, it was a painting that fell. Holy shit, I thought it was a picture frame that fell. That's why I got so scared. Holy shit. Y'all don't know how... Oh my god, I know the stream caught that too. Oh my god, the camera caught that. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, I'm fine, y'all. But what of my recommendations led to this, dog? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I got, like, my recommendations are looking hella normal. Like, we got the slam metal shit right here. We got Jade, my girl Jade, who's looking like a real baddie. And then we got Mob Deep chilling right here. And then we got whatever the hell's happening here. I don't even know. It says N-word lover. And it says U.S. Marine. It calls me an N-word. What the fuck? What is happening? Anyways, let's go. All right. All right, let me go back to figuring out how to get YouTube Wrapped. Anyways, okay, I'm sorry. I froze for a second. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one, didn't I? All right, let me see how you get the YouTube Wrapped on your desktop. Oh, YouTube recap. Okay. Let me get the YouTube music recap. There we go. All right. I think probably need to sign into my account if it's not signed in. Okay, cool. You automatically sign in. Nice. Awesome. Wait a minute. What? What are you talking about? YouTube is telling me... Hold on a second. YouTube is telling me that I haven't listened to any music when clearly... what? Hold on a second, because clearly something's going on. Like, what are we doing? Hold up. Hold on. Because, like, if we type in, like, where's that? Mixes. There we go. Because if we go to mixes, this is all the music that I listen to. Yeah, we've got Gaga, we've got Chief Keef and everything. We got Freddie Gibbs down here. We got everyone I listen to. What are you talking about that I don't listen to music? What? Come on, YouTube. Y'all slacking, man. Y'all slacking. Like, what are we doing? Okay, well, I'll take their word for it for now. Here. Anyways, how do you go to the recap? I think you go to library. Oh wait, is this it? No, that's the history button. Oh hey, Maze the Great, this is that album. Oh wait, is my head blocking it? Here, let me move my head real quick. Oh yeah, Maze the Great, this is that album you were talking about. Every Dog Has Your Day, Denise Lopez right here. Really good music, man. Thank you so much for recommending both albums to me. And she's hella pretty too. Alright, anyways, let me move my head back. I'm not seeing it. If not, I do have the screenshots though. What? Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's fucked up. You gotta go to the app to find to do it. That's fucked up, man. All right, cool. Let me go into my Google Photos real quick, and then I'll show you all my YouTube recap. Or my YouTube music recap. Come on, y'all. Like, what is it with trying to like? This is one thing I don't like about about today's internet is that a lot of companies are trying to move people off the desktop and back onto the phone. Or not back and onto the phone. Like, I get it. You know, the phone is it's like nowadays, like for the past, I want to say past 13 years, the smartphone has become inevitably become a part of, like, you know, just living in general. Not like living to where you're breathing or anything, but just your day to day. But like, I really miss when a lot of stuff like was on the desktop website. I miss when a lot of effort was put into desktop websites as well. All right. Anyways, let me go and get those screenshots that I took. Again, I already knew this was gonna happen, so I planned for it. Here, let's go to screenshots. Hold on, albums, and then it's not even under here. There we go, screenshots. Okay, I gotta scroll down. Hold up. Hold on a second. Hey, just bear with me, y'all. I'm pulling up the pictures now. Well, I'm downloading the pictures right now. Oh god, it's been crazy, man. Oh god, I should have been done this too. Is the crazy part? Is this it? No, this is PlayStation wrap up. Where's the YouTube joint? God damn. Oh wait, is this it? This better be. Hold up. Oh, there's a fuck ton though. All right, let me download these pictures. Select multiple. Hey, wait, can I? Oh, you can't even shift. Oh wait, can you? Yeah. Oh, you can't even do that like you do on Mac. That sucks. All right, here. Bear with me, y'all. I'm just gathering the pictures and everything. Okay. Oh, that was all right. That was just okay. All right, these are all the pictures I need. Except for the podcast shots. Here. All right, and then let's hit download, and it should. All right, it should take less than a second to download. All right. I just noticed that I'm starting to sound that I sound nasal as hell right now. Here. And then after we do this, I've got some more stuff I need to cover as well. Okay. All right, let me not unbox. Let me here we go. Let me see. Unzip the folder. Yeah, that's right. Extract everything. There we go. Okay, what order is it? I think this is it. Oh, Jesus. All right, cool. All right, I got everything I needed downloaded. Okay, so let's take a look at my YouTube Wrapped. Y'all ready? All right, here, blow this up. Here, let me exit out of my Google Photos. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. I forgot how to operate a desktop computer for a second, y'all. All right. All right. So longest streak is 51 days, but we're not here for that. Top artist was, well, I mean, my top song was, believe it or not, Abracadabra by yours truly. Oh boy. I listened to, and it says I listened to this song for a total of 286 minutes. Good God. Top 2% of listeners. I have a problem. I'm sorry. Anyways, so these are my 5 artists on YouTube. I mean, my top 5 songs on YouTube. Number 5 is Not Heaven, Not Hell by Scowl, which is a really good band, and I regret not getting to see them when they were in Richmond, man. Oh my God, I regret not seeing them this year when they were in Richmond. Number 4 is Take Me Away. Number 4 is a cover of Take Me Away from Freaky Friday by this Peruvian band named Meerkat. That is a really good cover. I love how they did the distortion on the guitar and everything. Chords were really good, and the vocals. Oh my God, the vocals! I don't even know the girl's name, but she did a hell of a good job covering that. Number 3 is Disease by Lady Gaga. The music video for that shit is wild, man. You got one chick getting stepped on. Listen. I'm not one. Listen. This is the one. That music video was the one time I was jealous of a stunt double. Like, you had the stunt double getting physically stepped on by Gaga. I don't know if that was some form of torture or whatever. And then number 2 is Poker Face. Oh, number 1, Abracadabra. 960 minutes. Where did that put me? Hold on. The top 0.3%. Okay, all right, we up there. I'm gonna go see her at Capital One Arena, though. I will see her in March of 2026. All right. And then my other top 5 were Scowl, number 5, number 4, Zebrahead, number 3, for some reason, Lil Wayne, which I don't recall listening to him as much this year. Number 2, Dark Tranquillity. Aisha, if you're still in the chat, if you want a recommendation for a good melodic death metal band, give Dark Tranquillity a try. They're these dudes from Sweden. I've been listening to them for 12 years. They're amazing. And if you want an album to listen to by them, I recommend Construct, which came out that same year I got into them too, 2013. So yeah, Dark Tranquillity, Construct. Give them a listen, Aisha. Okay, and then this is other bullshit too. Songs that, all right, my top 5. I mean, my top 5 favorite albums though. According to YouTube Wrapped, Number 5 is Atoma by Dark Tranquillity. Number 4 is Cash on Delivery by Ray Cash. Also, underrated artist and album. Number 3 is Almighty So 2 by Chief Keef. Solid album by him. It's some of the best work I've heard from him, too. Number 2 is I'm Not a... I think it's because I had a couple songs on that album on repeat. And then number 1 is The Fame. And then my top genre this year was hip-hop. Of course it is. The others were, number 5 was pop music, number 4, heavy metal, number 3, rock, which could be any kind, blunt flavor of rock, number 2 is indie. And then, yeah, that's it. Cool. That's my YouTube Wrapped. Thanks, you'll look them up. Yeah, give them a try. Yeah, they're called Dark Tranquillity. They've been around since the late 90s, too, is the crazy part. Alright, awesome. Okay. So, now that we've looked at my Wrapped on both apps. Oh, look at me sound like Dr. Seuss in this bit. What else do we have in my notes? Okay. Oh, we got for once I'm getting most of the stuff done in my show notes, for once. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, so I'll try to segue into this as naturally as possible. Lately I've been playing a hell of a lot of Killing Floor 3, which was on PlayStation Plus for free and everything. Yo, that game is like, it's like, so it's like Call of Duty Zombies, but like they fix things around a bit. So for one, they got 6 players and everything. And then 2, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like one of the best co-op games I've played. Speaking of co-op though, Killing Floor 3 will just set you up with the most booty ass teammates ever. Why are y'all why are y'all gathering up in a narrow hallway where we can get ambushed from both sides by not just the regular zombies, but the mutated zombies? Like, there's this dude with a giant chainsaw or a hammer or whatever on both hands that'll like ambush you. What are you doing? And then they act surprised. I've listened to these guys in voice chat. They'll act surprised that they got beat up on. Like, what is happening? Like co-op games like Killing Floor 3 will match you up with some of the most brain dead teammates ever, dog. You've got a better chance of matching up with someone good in Left 4 Dead than you do in Killing Floor 3. Matter of fact, everyone that I've matched up with in Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 was competent at the very least. Like, what are y'all doing, bruh? What is happening? Oh my god. Like, y'all, I do want to platinum that game, though. It seems like a pretty fun platinum. It's very grindy, though. You gotta do all these upgrades for your guns and everything, too. And, of course, it's got, like, the season pass and everything. It's got the battle pass and all that. It's a game made in the mid-2020s. What do you expect, dog? I was a bit surprised I saw my most listened to song on YouTube was Start Wearing Purple by Gogo Bordello. Is that an orchestral song? I've never heard of this gentleman. I think it was like 3 songs off of I'm Not a Human Being that like triggered YouTube's like algorithm into thinking, oh, this guy loves this album that much. Like the songs I was listening to off of I'm Not a Human Being were Bill Gates, of course, right above it. Bill Gates, and one underrated song that's like, it's probably Lil Wayne's most underrated song ever. It's called That Ain't Me. That Ain't Me is like one of his best songs ever. I don't care what anyone says. Like, listen to that song. It's off of I'm Not a Human Being. I think those were the 3 that did it. Because, mind you, I'd be listening to one of those 3 songs whenever I'd be folding clothes or cleaning up around this very room. So, I don't know what caused YouTube to think that I'm like a big stan for that album. I don't know. Gypsy punk. Huh. I'll have to look into that. Gypsy punk. Here, let me type it into Google real quick. That's an interesting way to put it. Oh, look, this time it's the right nostril that's backed up. You cannot win with allergies, dog. A hybrid musical genre that blends Romani and Eastern European folk music with punk rock. Jesus Christ. Oh, this sounds awesome already. I'm guessing 3 is bad. I've never played Killing Floor 1 and 2, so I don't have anything to go off of. But from what I've played with Killing Floor 3, it's pretty fun. I like the mindless... bleh.
I like the mindless action. I like the mindless violence. I like the little Scooby Doo ass traps you like to set up for folks. I just hate my teammates. I don't hate. I despise my teammates. Oh my god, dog! You have a better chance, dude. The Wizards have a better chance at making the playoffs with their current lineup than I do of getting a solid team. That's how terrible my teammates are. That's probably how Michael Jordan felt his first couple years in the league, being paired with a bunch of booty teammates and constantly saying, "What are you?" You know what? No, no. Let me correct that. That's probably how he felt when he joined the Wizards. Okay. And listen, I'm a Wizards fan. I can make that joke. Like, what are we doing? Like, oh my god! Again, why are you in a narrow hallway that can get ambushed from both sides by the more advanced monsters in the game? What, like, that make it make sense? Why is one teammate going off on his own and getting backed into a corner and getting killed by one of those monsters, and then he hops on voice chat? And this happened last night too. The dude went into some far the fuck off away, like, part of the map, and then he got mollywopped by one of the, I know my voice is cracking, it's allergy. He gets mollywopped by one of the monsters, and then he turns off where's the controller at? Here it is. So the motherfucker turns off the little, like, the little mute thing he had on his PS5 controller. He's like, hey, what y'all doing, man? Revive me, man. Revive me, dog. I got too much money I'm about to lose. If you cared that much about the money, you would have stayed with us during this wave. If anything, you would have stayed with us at all. Which is why it infuriated. I was considering hitting unmute on my controller and then yelling at him for how, like, what online teammates, dog. Like, dog, I was considering jumping through my TV and, like, pulling a Randy Orton on this dude. Like, that. As much as they dominated the 90s, there's a book called the Jordan. Oh Jesus! There's a book called the Jordan Rules that showed that locker room was very volatile. I rightfully so. I've heard how he I read from other players at the time about how he behaves. He was very, very competitive too. If you were fucking up during practice, he was gonna let you know for sure. A Jordan of all people, yes. So imagine Michael Jordan hopping onto Killing Floor 3 and getting matched up with some of the worst teammates in the world, dog. Like, I kid you not, the dude goes into a far the fuck off part of the map and goes like, "Yo, revive me, man! I got money on this gun, man." Oh yeah, I'm just getting into Killing Floor. I downloaded the Killing Floor 3 off of PlayStation Plus, and Delgado, you missed it. I get matched up with some of the worst teammates ever, dog. Again, you still like any and all teammates you get in if you played Left 4 Dead on like in any capacity, whether it be on Xbox or Steam, you'd know you get some like you get any teammate you get matched up with you is like part of like SEAL Team 6. They are that good. Killing Floor 3, they just send in whoever, man. Uh, there were many tense incidents, but some of the highlights include something like Jordan. What he kicked a chair after getting just 12 shots. That is so in character for him. I thought when I read that, I thought he was gonna fold the chair and then whack the first person he could see with that. Good God. Jesus Christ. Actually, Michael Jordan in WWE would be hilarious. He destroyed a blackboard after getting ejected from a. Listen, I'll say this: a lot of rules in like any sports are bullshit, but like if it gets to the point where you're getting ejected from a game, chances are you probably, except in the MLB, they eject people for bullshit reasons in the MLB. Chances are you probably deserved it half the time. But Christ Almighty, he destroyed. And you said blackboard, so it was one of them old blackboards too. I know which blackboard you're talking about. You know how much effort it takes to. Oh, it was made of wood. Never mind. But damn, like I'm scared to know how he did it too. I get the absolute worst teammate. Maybe it's just I just have some of the best luck in the world. Every time I've matched up with teammates on the Xbox and Left 4 Dead 2, I got like dog. I would get like the same. I would get the same crew that raided Osama bin Laden's compound. That's how good the teammates I would get are in Left 4 Dead 2. Oh yeah, oh yeah, everyone knows about his gambling binge. That's right. Forbidding teammates from passing the ball. You know what? I understand. Bill, no, do not pass the ball to Cartwright of all people. Oh, you even said it in the thing too. You said I get it. The amount of teammates I get on higher difficulties that don't know basic mechanics. Yeah, dude, I would go. So I'm trying to platinum Killing Floor 3 on higher difficulties, dog. I would get the current Wizards lineup matched up with me. That is how bad my teammates are on higher difficulties in Killing Floor 3. On higher difficulties. I know I shook up the bottle too. Oh my god, I need to take some medicine, dog. Oh my god. But Killing Floor dudes, man, like, what are y'all doing over there in the world of Killing Floor? Wait, what are y'all what are y'all not doing, man? Guard your mans up. Stay with the crew, too. Stay with the crew. Conserve your ammunition. Save your money up for your best gun. Upgrade your gun so that we don't have a hard time with the boss. This is basic knowledge, man, for any co-op game, not just Killing Floor. Any co-op game. Do that. On console, since they took it off the market, you can you get matched with a bunch of older experience. Oh yeah, they're for sure. It's either the experienced players or the hackers, whichever comes first. But still, man, like, guard your mans, for real, dog. Guard your mans. Keep with the crew. There's 6 of us. We're not playing Call of Duty Zombies, so there's 6 of us. That means you've got no excuse to get fucked up like that. What do my notes say, man? What else are in my notes? Oh yeah, that's right. It's about that time for this week's album of the week. Hold on, what's this? Oh yeah, PC. That's understandable. You're gonna have some new or shitty players. But like I said, man, every time I queued up with someone in Left 4 Dead 2 on the Xbox, like I would like I said, I would always get the strike team that raided Osama's compound, man. Like I would always get. Although strangely enough. Although strangely enough, I do remember back in back when I used to queue up in Left 4 Dead 2, a majority of my teammates were Eastern European dudes with like really good English. He was like, no, what was my username on Xbox? No, Horizon, you need to come here, my friend. Come here so I can do this, that, the third. All right, stay here at Horizon, okay? Like it would, I don't know why, I don't know if Left 4 Dead was just big in like Eastern Europe or whatever. I don't know. Oh, Jesus, it's an influx. The 90s Bulls are a prime example of how, regardless of how much you dislike or hate your coworkers, as long as you can pull it together when it really matters to result. And you know what? I see that in every place that I've worked. There are people that I've despised, but we still got it done at the end of the day. As I say, winning does cure all. I'm back from the buffet. Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get? And you better not tell me Golden Corral. I'm gonna be mad. Having the best players and the best coach helps as well. As you heard with my experiences in Killing Floor 3. Oh my god, man. Listen, if this guy played for the Bulls, Jordan probably would have smashed this dude's jaw into pieces. The guy that was yelling about the money he was about to lose, he would have nuked this guy's temples. Like, knowing what we know about Michael Jordan. Oh my god, Killing Floor 3 players, man. Yeah, y'all gotta get it together, dog. Wait, what are we doing, man? I haven't heard much good about. Maybe it's just because I don't have any prior knowledge or experience with Killing Floor 3. I've enjoyed Killing Floor 3 so far. And again, I'm not a corporate shill. I just enjoyed playing it. Then again, if your game that's not a sports game ends up on PlayStation Plus within the year it came out, things are not good. Epic's giving away a free game every day. Oh, yeah, that's right. What are they... What? Oh, Jesus, what are they giving away? Gilbert Arenas told the story about Michael Jordan, about how cool. This must have flown over my. This must have not popped up on my radar as a Wizards fan. What did he say about him? Oh my god. There was this guy from the hood who came up to him with a bag full of hundreds and said, "MJ, let's get." Not even that is so fucked up. Not even an autograph, not a dap up or anything, not a picture. You say, "Let's gamble" when you meet one of the biggest, probably the biggest star at the time in basketball. Let's gamble, boy. If you don't, yo, if I had a son or a daughter, and I found out that they met Michael Jordan and didn't get anything resembling an autograph, well, the orphanage just got a new kid. Air Jordan looked at him and said, "I really don't have a lot of time. Let's flip a coin." Yo. He sounds like, what was the dude's name? Oh my god. He sounds like, oh my god, I'm trying to remember this character. God damn, I can't, it'll come back to me, man. Holy shit. And that was enough to scare the guy. Well, it did get him to stop gambling. I'll say that. I don't even know why. I don't even know why certain sports stars gamble. I remember with the Shohei Ohtani thing that happened this year. Not Shohei Ohtani. No, never mind. It was a different. I think it was a few weeks ago. Someone within the NBA got raided by the feds, and the only reason they found out was because he was betting on NBA G League games. Which, by the way, if I was the police, I would have arrested him not for the gambling, but for gambling on a G League game. What are you doing, dog? That is. Why are you gambling your hard-earned cash on G League bets? What? Oh, wait. So, are you really putting down that much money for the Washington Go-Go to score in overtime or whatever? What? That don't make no sense. You're betting on the damn G League. Listen, I've always had the mentality of if you're gonna do something stupid or illegal, you better damn well make it worth it. So go big or go home. Like that's always been my motto. It's been my mentality whenever I'm about to do something stupid. It's either like you want to get caught with if you're gonna get caught with like a huge amount of something, or get caught getting ready to do something very big. You're gambling on the damn G League. That's a shame, man. This motherfucker did. Matter of fact, if I was the judge, I would have given him life in prison for that alone. As a matter of fact, that's probably how the police found out. Sorry about that. But that's probably how the feds found out he was gambling in the first place. Not because he gambled on he gambled on a Warriors game or whatever. He gambled on someone within the G League. Something that nobody does. Or, it probably wasn't even the feds that found out. It was probably the IRS that found that shit out. Cat Williams. MJ be wanting to gamble, and you gotta tell him no. You gotta damn, this motherfucker's addicted to... Man, listen, if he was into video games, he probably would have had the time of his life during the loot box era, that's for sure. Oh my, I can see his tall behind, like, sitting down, like... I can see him like hunched over his monitor at the desk, like looking at the Overwatch, like the little loot box thing, going like just waiting for the loot box drops or whatever. I can see him dropping his like everything he made from when he joined the Bulls in the '90s to now on some loot boxes. I can see it now. I can see it. Oh my god. Holy shit, these gambling stories are funny, man. Listen, man, like I said, NBA, listen, the NBA, on the NBA and the internet was something that you needed to be there during the 2010s. You had some of the most unhinged shit. We talked about this one stream, but oh my god, you had when LeBron James left Cleveland, there was so much. You think that LeBron James had just LeBron James had just killed someone, the way people were reacting. Oh my god, man. 2010's NBA internet was wild, dog. Oh man. So anyways, let's get to this week's album of the week. And that is, oh, I should have put, you know what? I need to start doing this. I need to start putting like the PNG like in the on the deck for OBS so that way I can put it up, put the cover up on the screen. Matter of fact, let's go and get that now. Here, before I do announce the album of the week, let me go and get the cover art real quick. Mostly so I can emphasize my point. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh man. There we go, I found it. MJ's gambling habits were so bad that he once owed 110K to a oh lordy that is not the type of even for someone as powerful as MJ, even MJ, that's not somebody you want to owe money to. Oh god, and that kind of money? Oh fuck no. If he was any poorer, they would have definitely called like some. They would have called some mean hitters on him for sure. All right, let me put it. All right, let me put this on here. Oh, I need to add a new source. Okay, cool. Oh, I can add the image. You guys can't. You guys won't be able to see it. Okay, cool. All right, think you will. Here, image 4. And then where is it at? Where is it at? I lost the picture. Don't ask me how. I lost the picture I was about to use for the album of the week. Oh my god. Let me go to my recents real quick. Because it wasn't even fucking saved. That's why. There it is. Okay, I found it. What folder is that in? Oh, it's in my pictures, and it's okay. Oh my god. It is now. Oh, it's about to be. It's about to be the 21st. Oh, cause it's the file type. Oh my god. What is with these weird ass file types, dog? All right, fuck it. Next stream, I'll remember to do that. Okay, cool. All right, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, so I was trying to pull up the. All right, it was this weird ass format it got saved in. I thought I would be able to pull it up, but I guess not. So, anyways, let me get my show notes up. Anyways, so this week's album of the week goes to. It goes to The Recipe by a band called Mambo Sauce from yours truly's hometown of Washington, the District of Columbia. So, oh my god, this is probably like one of the most experimental. Oh god, experimental albums I've listened to. It is a. Oh my god, it is. It's genre blending taken to a whole new level. For one song you've got funk, then the next you've got R&B, then you've got soul, then you've got rock, and then you've got hip hop, and then in some songs they even blend those genres together, and that's what brings us to Mambo Sauce's The Recipe, which released in 2009. This album was a staple of my childhood because I would regularly hear the lead single "Welcome to DC" on the radio, like when they started playing go-go music at like 5 o'clock, and for anyone not from the area, so what happens is that radio stations in the area and the DMV would radio stations in the DMV would start playing go-go music, which is like a blend of hip hop and funk and soul and everything at like 5 o'clock. It is really good. Listen to it if you can, all right? But they would play Welcome to DC like at the during one of those I can't find the word for it. Oh god, during one of those music sessions or whatever. Oh my god, and I was just blown away the fact that it could just genre blend like that seamlessly, man. There are so many highlights off of the recipe, dog. Here, I need to pull it up real quick. Sorry about that. Oh god. But like I don't know how they managed to blend alternative rock, not alternative, yeah, how they managed to blend rock. And when I say rock, I mean like they put on like the guitars are distorted, like the actual distortion, and then you've got the drums in the background, the cymbals, and then you got the oh my god, oh man. But this album does like to pump the brakes a bit whenever, like during the slower segments, you know, you've got oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm just too into it right now. Oh god. But yeah, there are some more slower songs peppered throughout as well. And when the songs do get heavy, like with the guitar distortion too, they don't the guitars don't overstay their welcome. You can still hear the singers and everything, still hear the drums, still hear everything you need to hear, but the guitars, they're there to make their points, but they know not to overstep their bounds. If that sounds comprehensive, all right? Listen, I'm not the best at reviewing music, but still, just bear with me. Oh my god. So, what is my favorite song off this album? It would have to be. Oh my god. I can't even remember my favorite song off the album. I'm sorry. Yeah, my favorite song off this album has to be Long Time Coming. I think it's the one that does all the genre blending so well, so geniusly. Every genre that I mentioned in this little mini review, it is in that song, Long Time Coming. So I'm gonna leave a link to this album and my favorite song off the album too. Give it a try. So this band is called Mambo Sauce, and the album's called The Recipe, and it came out in 2009. Favorite song off of here is Long Time Coming. But everyone knows this album for Welcome to DC if you're from the area. Again, it's a very local album and band. It's like one of those things like you need to be there to know about it. Let me see. You always have good recommendations. Highlight of the stream. Thank you, thank you. I should make YouTube shorts of my mini music reviews. That might draw in the crowd. Who knows? Let me know how y'all feel about that. Cause I was gonna use YouTube Shorts, so more so to promote my bigger videos, but I also want to take stream highlights as well. Before I knew more about it, go-go used to sound like another way of saying porn music too. Yeah, that's because go-go dancing was more of like it's a form of God, I can't even find the right word for it. It's a form of adult-oriented performance dancing or whatever, stripping, if you will. It's not that I was trying to self-censor or anything. It's just I can't find the right words for that. Exotic dancing, I believe. Welcome to DC. Oh my god, I'm getting memories. Oh my god, every time I hear that song, I just get flashbacks to being in the back of my dad's 2001 Ford Explorer while he's carrying me from school after the after school program or whatever. So many memories, dude. Welcome to DC. All right. Anyways, let me go. As a matter of fact, I've also put the links in the show notes. I'm glad I did, so I don't have to do like a random goose chase. All right. So here's a link to the album playlist on YouTube, and for anyone that wants to save the album. Oh, whoops. Let me hold on a second. Let me erase this real quick. Oh, urinating tree. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. Look, all right, someone in the stream knows ball. Okay, I see you. Oh my god. I didn't even put the link. Hold on a second. Disregard that. Delete that. Okay, here, hold on. Let's try it again. Okay. There we go. Oh, both links embedded. Good, good. I was hoping that was going to work. Awesome. But yeah, I know who Urinating Tree is. He's very funny, man. I remember when who was it? I think it was the Penguins lost the play. No, it was some Pittsburgh team that lost. He oh man, I think he made a rant about that. It is always funny whenever it even teams that I don't care for whenever they lose. I am always hoping I hope Urinating Tree is covering this. Okay, let me check the notes. Oh, we're coming to the end of my notes. Uh-oh, and the end of the stream, really. Da 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 da. I covered that, covered that, covered that, covered that, covered that. All right. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, they are in their room, and that is a signal to. Oh yeah, it's a signal to get ready to wind down the stream. Again, this is why I can't wait to get my own place, but still, it is what it is. You got to play the game, man, for real. And plus, housing and rent is expensive. But fuck it, we ball. Oh no, Chisel Adonis is the Pittsburgh fan, but oh my god, Chisel Adonis makes. I love watching his fight reactions, man. As you know what? I don't do a lot of. Oh man, any Christmas movies I do this year. I've never done a whole Christmas marathon. Mainly because I can't really think of like. I can't think of a lot of Christmas films on the fly that outside of Home Alone, the ones everyone knows about, from Home Alone to the Seuss movies to Charlie Brown. I can't really think of many other Christmas movies. I know there's Elf with Will Ferrell. Oh Lordy Jesus! Oh yeah, and what was that one Friday movie? I think it was Friday. It was Friday after not Friday after next. Yeah, it was Friday after next. Yeah. But other than that, I don't know a whole host of. I don't know a whole host of Christmas movies like I do horror. Jingle All the Way and Elf. Hell yeah! Oh yeah, and Jingle All the Way. That's right. Yeah. All right. It is a hilarious ass Christmas movie, man. You had an all-star cast. You had Cat Williams. Who else was on there? Terry Crews. That's right. Terry Crews was on there. Yeah, Terry Crews. I'm thinking. Lord Jesus. No, wait. You know one of my favorite lines. Dog. One of my favorite lines from Friday After Next was, "Oh nah, man, this was a nigga that did this." I still have that, dude. That I actually clipped that. So I opened the movie on my computer and I put it into Vegas and I clipped that particular moment and now it's a reaction meme on my phone. This was a nigga that did this. Like, whenever like something bad in the news happens and my friend's texting me about it, I'll just send him I'll just send him that reaction. This was a nigga that did this. Oh my god, Friday After Next just fucking kills me, dog. Oh yeah, and I forgot what was one dude got broke into the house and broke into that house in the movie, and I think he got beat up with a Christmas tree. That shit was funny. All right. Let me see. I think. Oh yeah, it's 12 o'clock. Parents are in their room. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to cover? No. Wow, for once I covered up. I mean, I covered my entire show notes. Look at that. I did all my show notes in one stream. Look at that. We're making progress, y'all. All right. Oh man, I did not. All right, I want to end the stream. It's just I don't know how I want to. It's just there was something I wanted to talk about before the stream ended, and it's very heavy. It's just oh man, I don't know how I even want to start it off. Fuck it, why not? Do I have a favorite musical score person? All right, my favorite composer. It would have to be My favorite composer has to be Shoji Meguro from who was on the Atlas Sound team. He does a lot of again. He covers a lot of genres from heavy metal to funk to acid jazz. As a matter of fact, you'll hear a lot of Shoji's music in my retrospectives from the if you hear any Persona soundtracks. So yeah, Shoji Meguro is my favorite. Is my favorite composer. All right. But anyways, there's something I do before I do in the stream. There's something uh, very serious, very heavy I want to talk about. So yesterday I had learned. Oh God, I don't even know how to. Oh man. Yesterday I had learned that YouTuber Lamar Wilson had passed away in his Los Angeles home. He had taken his own life. And I bring this up because I used to watch a lot of his content as a teenager. Believe it or not, I watched a lot of Lamar. Did I say Lamar Jackson? Oh my God, I don't remember. Anyways, Lamar Wilson. Okay. Anyways, I used to watch a lot of his content growing up. Because me being a black nerd and just like as passionate as I am about my hobbies, about the music I listen to, about the music I listen to and everything. Oh my God, Lamar Wilson, he inspired me to, just lean into, continue being passionate for the stuff I love. Fuck what everyone else is saying. Fuck what all the other kids at school are saying. People are, because growing up, people would go, like, oh, you're not black enough, or you're acting white, because they found out that I'm into fucking Devil Survivor 2 or whatever. So just watching his content was like, it pushed me, to just keep being myself, keep being into the stuff that I'm into. And as someone who has also dealt with suicidal ideation so many times throughout my life, even this year, believe it or not, no joke, yes. As someone who's dealt with suicidal ideation, this story does hit hard too. It hurt me a lot seeing that he took his own life. Oh my God. I can only imagine what his family is feeling too. And I know there's the tried and true cliche of you never know what someone's feeling behind the camera, and that is oh my God, my voice is fucked. Again, there's got to be a cold or something. But I can only imagine what his family is feeling. Lord only knows what they were like, what their reaction was when they got the call, or however they discovered his body. Lord only knows what they were feeling, because you never really know how someone is behind the camera. Again, I myself, like I said, you see me talking the way I'm talking about the stuff I love. You've seen me talk the way I talk about the stuff I love on this very stream. Yes, I've dealt with suicidal ideation this very year alone too. Oh my God, I'm fine though. I am fine. I am not in any danger. I am not going to hurt myself. I'm not going to hurt other people. I am fine. I'm not suicidal. But it hit hard as someone who had those very serious thoughts creep into my mind like that. And especially when it's someone who like pushed again, whose content pushed me to just be myself more and stop just stop worrying about what other people think of your hobbies, and as a black kid growing up. Still, man, but still, I do want to say rest in peace to Lamar Wilson. I'm wishing nothing but I'm wishing nothing but the best for your family, man. I mean, for the family and everything. It's horrible that he had to. It's horrible that that y'all lost him in such a way. Suicide is never easy. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry that I killed the mood like that too. But like, I wanted to tweet something. I wanted to tweet something out or put something out on my YouTube community or whatever thing, but I felt like that would have been very ingenuine. There's only so much you can get across through text on a screen or just a black and white picture with with their birth date and death date on there. I feel, it feels more. I feel like it would be more from the heart if I just spoke about it on stream. This had been eating at me all day too as I was at work too. And yeah, I know. I see what you're saying, Maze the Great. Yes. Oh man, but like, the guy, and I've seen it. So I've seen so many comments like this for the past 24 hours too. Oh, he lives in Los Angeles. He's got a lot of money. He makes YouTube videos. Like, why would he kill himself? Like I said, you can have all the money in the world and still be suicidal. All right, like all this shit. Like, dude, y'all see all this shit around me, right? Again, I got all this shit around me. I got your guys, but again, again, I really had those terrible thoughts creep into my mind this year. Again, I did not attempt anything this year. I am fine. I'm not self-harming or anything. I'm safe. My family's with me and everything. They've got my back. So again, you guys do not need to worry about anything. My family's got my back. The very friends that I talk to on the regular, they know what's going on in my head and everything. So yeah. But I make that point to say, listen, I got all this stuff around me in my room. I got all my games, my consoles. I'm talking to you guys, but again, even I still get those thoughts, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna get rid of them. But still, I'm gonna push through, not just for you guys, but for myself. Bob Marley once said that some men are so poor that all they have is money. So, like what he means is that you can have all the money in the world, but you can still be poor in attitude and just personality. You spoke from the heart. Thank you again. This is why I left that tweet. I actually deleted that tweet out of my drafts and out of my YouTube drafts as well, and decided, hey, I'm just gonna speak about it on Friday on Saturday because there's so much. Again, it just feels weird just to type a short, what was it, 280 characters on Twitter? It just feels like trying to get that across in 280 characters or less, or whatever the limit is on YouTube's community tag thing. I mean, community tab or whatever. But still, I'm doing fine right now. I'm talking to the right people. I'm hanging out with my family. I've got, I'm hanging out with my baby niece. I got Chloe. Oh, my sister picked her up. My bad. But yeah, I got my sister's dog here, the cutest thing in the world. They're keeping me sane and everything, and the people that I'm texting. And I'm not saying you guys don't keep me sane. You guys are funny to talk to. You guys allow me to be passionate as I am. This is why I started this channel because again, I was a teenager and I just couldn't express the stuff that I was into because people would just walk away or just say, "Oh, cool," and then just throw me off or whatever, and just yeah. That's why I opened up my Chromebook that fateful day and set it on a stack of manga in a tote, and then hit record, and here I am 11 years later. Yo, man, we out here, man, for real, man. So I want to say, rest in peace to Lamar Wilson and to his family. I hope you guys can process everything at, just get through the process as it is. I hope you guys are closer and everything. I hope you guys are just, getting through it however you guys are getting through it. And to the audience, to anybody watching at home, I'm sorry. Again, there's a cold coming up, all right? But to the audience at home, if there's somebody you believe to be suicidal or even suicidal or even homicidal, please go and check in with them or contact the proper authorities or whatever, or not even the authorities, contact a mental health facility because here in America, the authorities are not equipped to deal with anybody going through a mental episode, and half the time it ends in somebody either getting badly injured or, worst case scenario, getting shot to death. So contact some medical professionals or mental health professionals to come and pick them up or talk to them. Do not call the police on anybody that you know to be suicidal. It's not good. It is not good. At least you're not Elliot Roger. No. God, no. I can never be. No, I am not an incel. Oh my God. Listen, at least I had God knows how many girlfriends leading up to this point. All right. Oh man. What else was I was trying to get something else off my chest. Robin Williams had money, but look how, yeah, that's right. Robin Williams had money. That's right. Oh my God. But still, man. But still, if there's anybody that is going through a mental health crisis, or if you believe them to be suicidal, try and talk with them or try and get a mental health professional involved in some capacity. For the love of God, do not wait until it's too late. Do not wait until it's too late or that they've taken the final step. That is not good. That is good. That's not good, and it's wholly socially irresponsible as well. And if there's somebody in your life that you haven't spoken to in a while that you talk to on the regular, just check up on them, say hi, or just let somebody you know in your life know that you love them. Because, nobody's promised tomorrow, okay? I could wake up, hell, I could die in this chair right now, as a matter of fact. So yeah, just check up on somebody, say hi to your family, just Make somebody smile, man, for real. There's a reason why, I don't give out that advice, or, I don't give out that advice to be kind to each other at the end of each stream for no reason. I do it because, someone out there might be struggling or whatever, or someone out there you might be thinking, "Hey, maybe I should hit someone so and so up." I don't say that shit for no reason. So just check up on people, dog, for real. I'm not gonna do the whole sorry. I'm not going to do my whole social media plug. It just feels dirty doing that as announcing, in the wake of announcing someone passing away, especially in such a manner too. Just check up on people, make sure to contact the proper professionals in case like they're going through an episode or something, or you believe them to be suicidal or homicidal. Do not wait until it's too late. It's again, that's just a socially irresponsible thing to do. My name is my name is James, aka Lunar Nocturne. I'll be signing off.